Hello. What?
No. I don't think
Live Q&A, everybody. Speak to me. Speak to me. Don't make me feel alone.
Lots saying hello from Michigan, USA.
Awesome. Hello from the UK.
Hello, Dave. Hello, Joe. How are you guys doing?
Not bad at all. Rather nervous, but I'm okay. Got a guitar with lots of reverb. I'm okay. I'm happy.
There we
All
go.
be well.
When you mic up a cab, what does the microphone plug into? Your computer, camera, interface, and amp?
No, my camera, I'm an idiot, so I have to go the simple route for the simple mind. I use the Zoom Q8 camera. The Zoom Q8 basically is just you plug your mic straight into that. It's got inbuilt mic kind of thing, and you just plug into that, and it records direct audio. I did try and do the whole recording thing, miking from the cab and syncing video, but I'm a total numbskull, and it didn't work. So Zoom Q8, everybody, way to go! Thank you, Zoom.
What's your views on fret buzz, and does it matter once you're plugged in?
No, fret buzz. I don't think I've got fret buzz on this. Oh, I have. I've got fret buzz on this guitar on the 7th fret on the G string. There's like a high fret there, and it should sound like that. You probably won't be able to hear it, but and it's slightly muffled down. But in all fairness, when you plugged in loud, I don't think fret buzz really matters. Fret buzz is one of those things that when you're playing quietly on your own in your room will get annoying, but when you're live and loud, it don't make any difference. As long as the note plays well enough, you're okay.
You ever use any amp sims?
Listen to the sustain on that. No, I'll tell you, I've used one amp sim once. It wasn't really an amp sim though. It was a pedal simulation on Pro Tools. It was a model of a Sans amp distortion pedal, and I used it to record one of Joe's songs way back when.
Yeah, you did.
So yeah, I ain't really used any amp. I like real amps. You know what I mean? I have played for a few, but I like real amplifiers. You don't get quite. I don't think you get the same kind of feel. The tone's good, but you don't quite get the same feel.
From Joe B.
Hi, Joe B.
Hi, Dave. What effects do you think I used for the intro to Savior by Red Hot Chili Peppers?
The album version's got some kind of warbly effect on it, but in all fairness, you don't need any of that. It's only the studio. It's wah-wah and DS2 mainly. I mean, John uses when they played that song live, which was very rare. John mainly uses his fuzz pedal DS2 and Ibanez wah, and that's it. But if you wanted to, you could always add delay. You could always add a chorus. So it's up to you. But mainly, you just want like a nice kind of like distorted, sound just to kind of like go over the top and then go into the clean. That's how you're supposed to sing and play it, obviously. But yeah, I would say delay if you want, chorus if you want, but mainly distortion and wah, and lots of gain. None of this namby-pamby turn the gain down thing. Turn it up.
Okay, what do you think about Fender Strat American Standard 2000?
2000 Strats. They're okay. I think though the model I didn't like that much though, if I remember correctly. Are they the ones with the flat pole pieces? No, they're the 98 ones, aren't they? The 98, 99 ones with flat pole piece pickups, I think, are awful because I just don't think they sound good. I've played many USA Strats, and I've only ever played a handful that I really like. I actually prefer Mexican Strats over USA Strats. I just don't think. I just think, in all fairness, I've found that Mexican Strats are more consistent. But I think I have played them, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of the USA made Strats that much. I like Mexican stuff, and I like the Japanese Fenders. I'm just that way inclined.
Korean's good.
Korean is great as well. Yeah, I've got Joe's got a Korean Squire on the wall behind you. I've got a Korean Squire that's amazing as well, but they're not Fenders. So, but yeah.
Can you play us a cover of Under the Bridge? Also, maybe a lesson for it on your John Frusciante series when you have time. Thank you for all the content you provide for us, and thank you, Joe, for letting him.
She don't have a choice. Yeah, I can play a little bit of Under the Bridge, just quickly. Can we play loads of reverb? Yeah, I will get to do a lesson on it, but the reason I've held back, sorry, it's not a good English day. The reason I've held back on lessons for Under the Bridge is because there's so many of them. But I will do one. I will do one at some point. Yes.
Do you think the modern custom amps hold up against the old ones, i.e., the quad series?
I haven't tried many modern customs, so I can't honestly say. I think I've tried one. I've tried one modern custom, but that was a couple of years ago, well, about a year or so ago. They're okay, but they're not as good as the old. It's like PV Bandits. I don't think the new PV Bandit. I haven't played for a new PV Bandit, but I don't think the new ones sound as good as the old ones. The Red Stripe is like the pinnacle of PV Bandit, as far as I'm concerned. But no, to me anyway. But yeah, I don't know. No, and yes. It depends really what you're after. But I prefer the older custom amps. I wish I still had my custom, but still, it doesn't matter.
Ever think of taking your lessons and making a DVD set to sell, like your Peter Green or Rory Gallagher series, for instance?
No. I don't. If I'm being perfectly honest, I don't like the idea of packaging it and selling it. It feels like a bit. I don't know. It feels a bit silly because if I was to do that, I feel that it would have to come off YouTube. Because what's the point in me trying to sell it for free if I'm trying to sell a DVD? If it's on YouTube for free, why would you go and buy the DVD kind of thing, so to say? But I mean, I've been told about it. People have said it to me, but I'm not really in. I'd rather keep my lessons on YouTube and for free. If I'm being perfectly honest, I'd rather do my lessons on there for free than actually kind of like make people go, right, if you want the rest of this video, you have to buy it. And it's like, I don't like that because there's enough. Those channels annoy me on YouTube. I can't stand those channels where it's like, here's the first 5 seconds of Under a Bridge, and what you have to do is buy the video to learn the rest. It's like, get lost. Give it out for free. It's not about, knowledge isn't about money. It's about sharing with the world. Anyway.
Nick Oswald says, "Hey, Dave."
It's Master Nick! Hello, Nick! I'm not playing your guitar, which is a bit bad, but if I'd known, we're upstairs. Good grief.
Do bands like The Strokes, The Libertines, Arctic Monkeys?
Monkeys? Never heard of them, but I've heard they're quite ugly.
Kings of Leon, as I feel you'd like them.
Kind of. They're not at the forefront of what I listen to. I did like old Kings of Leon, but I don't like new Kings of Leon. I did like old Strokes, stuff like that. That kind of stuff's really cool. I don't really like the Libertines. I like Baby Shambles more. But yeah, they're not. I do, but I don't. But I like them, but I don't listen to them a lot, really. So I can't really cast myself as like a fan of their music. I don't really listen to them quite a great deal. If I'm being perfectly honest.
Any thoughts on Anderson's making cheap guitars?
Andertons.
No, it says Anderson's.
Anderson.
I wonder if it's Anderson.
Anderson are like a boutique guitar company, making affordable guitars. Wicked, because Anderson are like one of the they're the guys who made those really expensive shredder guitars in the 80s. Everyone had an Anderson, or what was the other one? There was an Anderson and something else, and I forget what it is. But it was I mean that's cool. I mean I don't really keep up to date with guitar kind of manufacturers like that, but yeah. So yeah, cool. Oh, what are you giggling at?
Oh, I've just got to say that if Len was a vintage guitar, what would he be?
Gretsch White Falcon. You know why? Because it's a pig.
is a pig.
And he's white as well, so it'd be a white falcon because of
Yes.
his girth. He's a fat boy.
Oh, and the guy who said it's called Len Music. That's perfect.
Len, you've got fans.
Right. Do you listen to doom metal bands like Trouble, Saint? Is that Vitus? Vitus?
I don't know.
Vi-
I can't see it.
V-I-T-U-S.
No, I don't. No, I don't listen to that kind of music. No. It doesn't appeal to me as much as other stuff. Len's nicking the banana skin. 1 sec, everybody. Len, you can't have a banana skin. That's gross. It's not good for your health. Okay, back to the action.
It's coming. Have you ever played Rocksmith 2014, and what is your opinion of it as a learning tool?
No, I've never used it. I've heard good things about it. Len's going ape. Calm it, Len. I've never used it. I don't really feel the need to use something like that, to be perfectly honest. But what are you doing? Calm, child, calm. No, I've never used that. But if it works, it works. But I still think the old way of sitting down and knuckling down and learning things by ear and learning from other people is the way to go. What are you actually up to?
It's sneaky.
He's legging it around like a mad creature.
He knows we're live.
Then.
Oh, you're live. Right. Where am I? Do you play any other instruments, or would you in the future? I'm always fighting between piano and guitar. Ha ha ha.
I can play a couple of other instruments, not very well. I can play bits of other instruments. Like I can play mandolin, I play a bit of piano, I can play a bit of banjo, but not very well. I can play bass, obviously. Not very well. I'm a guitarist bass player where everything's overplayed or everything's dead minimalistic or overplayed. It's crap bass playing basically, 101 with Dave Simpson.
You've got like one little drum lick.
I've got one drum lick. I can do the All Right Now drum beat, and that's about it. So yeah, if you want the All Right Now drummer, don't call me. Simon Kirk is like, what the hell?
When on a limited budget, what pedal would you buy first to get the John Tone, DS2 or Ibanez Wah? The Ibanez Wah is a lot more expensive now.
I would always go for a DS2 because the Ibanez Wah can be replaced. You don't have to have an Ibanez Wah, and there's plenty of other wah pedals that will do the Ibanez Wah thing if prompted to. You have to do certain things to make them do it, but I would say DS2 if you have to John Distortion Tone. I'm trying not to tangent, so it's hard. It's very hard.
I've noticed. Hey Dave, you said that you would not see Peter Green live again because of his change in playing and his role in general.
Yeah.
Would you say the same about Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yes, I wouldn't see the Chili Peppers. I saw the Chili Peppers twice with John Frusciante. I would not go and see him with Josh. I've tried to watch footage of them on YouTube, and I just don't think they're the same band anymore. They've got no energy. They even had more energy with Dave Navarro and Eric Marshall. But with John and Hillel, those two were the main kind of like energy bring. Well, they weren't the main energy bringers, but there was something about John and Hillel that brought an energy to a band that isn't there anymore. Josh certainly doesn't have it. Not been horrible to him. Great guitarist, doesn't fit the Chili Peppers. Dave Navarro had it because he's that kind of guitarist. Eric Marshall kind of did, but John and Hillel were the main guitarists. But I wouldn't go and see the Chili Peppers now. No, I wouldn't be interested. I saw him at Hyde Park with James Brown. It's like that night was ridiculous. So yeah, I don't think I'd get anywhere near that.
I'm having trouble with the thumb overchord. Should I be fretting with my knuckle or pad or thumb?
You want the pad of your thumb? I'd have to check. It's kind of like about there. So across that part of your thumb there, where my fingers are running across, that's where you kind of want to be. The fatty bit of your thumb, basically, and it just gives you the ability to, just that kind of thing. Len, that's his treat box, and you think he wants treat. You can't have treats right now, Len. Come on. Out you come. Okay.
Have you ever listened to Iron Tom? It's Jack Iron's son Zach's band. John gave him guitar lessons back then. I think he has a lot of Frusciante in his playing.
I've never listened to him, no. But he's got John's white Stratocaster that he used on Stadium Arcadian tour. I don't want to listen to. Who doesn't? Anyway,
What are your thoughts / opinions on the death / suicide murder of Kurt Cobain? Was Courtney involved? Thank you for all of your effort and inspiration.
Thank you very much. I don't have an opinion on Kurt, other than the fact, he did kill himself. Kurt was always kind of destined to go down that route. He was a destructive person, and I think the thing with Kurt was music was his outlet. That was his thing. That was what made Kurt Cobain. Kurt Cobain was his music, and the way he wrote songs, and the way he played, and the way he sang, and the way he expressed himself through music was Kurt Cobain. And I think when In Utero got remixed, and it was a case of we don't want your mix, we want our mix. The record company saying to Kurt, we want this mix, it's more radio friendly, we want you to write more Smells Like Teen Spirit music, we want this, that and the other. I think it was at that point Kurt's brain switched, and it was kind of like a case of, I don't even have control over what I do now. And as soon as he lost control of that, I literally think he had nothing in his brain left to live for, and I reckon that was that. I don't think anybody else was involved. I think he did it himself. There's going to be conspiracy theories for the rest of time, but I think he did it himself, because I think that the loss of control, Kurt being a control freak, definitely a control freak, even though he might not come across that way, he definitely was. I reckon it just did him in. Not being able to control his music was the last straw for him, and that was that.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
I could talk about that for hours.
Jurassic survivor and guitarist says, I'm a new subscriber.
Hello, new subscriber. Thank you very much indeed. Ah! Here's a call for you.
For every new subscriber, you get your own chord.
You get your own chord.
Right. What effects does John use to get the tone in Wayne?
It sounds like it's either a fuzz pedal or a DS2. That's all it is. It's either a fuzz pedal or DS2. It sounds like a neck pickup on his Yamaha SG guitars. And that's about it. It's definitely a humbucker. It's not a single coil guitar in Wayne. And it's just basically lots of distortion. It's just that kind of... Tons of reverb there, but you know what I mean. There's just lots of gain on it. It's just really fuzzed out. It could be a DS2. I'm not sure if it's DS2 or a fuzz, but it's a lot of gain, and I reckon it's a humbucker guitar running to. I would bet that it'd be a Silver Jubilee. I highly doubt it's the Plexi. I highly doubt it's the Major. So I reckon it's Silver Jubilee, some kind of fuzz pedal into his Yamaha with gain cranked.
Squire classic vibe or vintage V6 icon? No.
As much as I love my vintage V6, which is there, the classic vibe is better. The classic vibe is more classic Strat. The V6 is a lot more modern in the way it is. They're gorgeous guitars, the V6. In all fairness, you can't really go wrong with either, but if you were to give me the choice now, I would go for a classic vibe, because the classic vibes are just stunning guitars. Absolutely stunning guitars. As much as I love my V6, and I'll never sell that guitar, and it is one of my best friends, but I think the classic vibe is better. It's more of a classic Fender sound.
Quick question: how to recommend getting out there, so to speak? I'm so far bedroom bound electric warrior. I would love to get out and play / write with people. Greetings to you and Joe from Manchester.
Greetings to you from Lincolnshire.
From the Shire.
Best way to get out there is just find like-minded people and just go jamming. Go to open mic nights. I'm sure there's a million in Manchester, but go to open mic nights, find people to jam with, and just try and start some kind of little, not a band, but just like a jam thing. Just do that. Just dive in. With strangers or your friends or whoever. Open mic nights are a really good thing. So, it's normally should be quite open-minded, easygoing people there. And again, think of it this way: it's never a competition. It's not about who's best. So, yeah, that's what I would say. Play with your friends, play with other people, go to open mic nights, and just try and get something going. Just throw yourself in the deep end.
What do you think about Pau Ferro fretboards.
Pal Ferro.
I don't know.
It's a
Pau.
It's a new wood to replace rosewood, Joe. It's not allowed to use rosewood anymore.
All right, I didn't know that.
I think it's quite nice. I mean, I reckon it's obviously a lot brighter than rosewood, but it looks nice. Yeah, I don't really have any thoughts about it two ways really. If it makes your guitar more legal, there's nothing wrong with that. At least you'll be able to tour it. Yeah, it dawned on me the other day. It's like if I ever went like in the essence of hoping that one day I might get to tour, fingers crossed, touch wood and everything else. That's plastic, touch wood. I won't be able to take the 62 because it's Brazilian rosewood. I have to have a CITES thing and all that kind of thing. And it's like that's not going to happen, so I'll never go anywhere. So kind of annoying, really. I could gig it around the UK, but that's about it. Yes, put your hand.
Oh, I'm stretching.
At the back of the class. I'll put you.
I'm stretching. I am now. Please play Snow.
Hang on a minute.
Let's get it.
What's Len got now?
Banana.
He really wants that banana skin, doesn't he?
He
There.
does.
That was like a very condensed version.
Okay. Would you rather lose the tip of your middle finger on your fretting hand
Don't
or be
swear at
bitten
me.
by a great white shark in the side? Len!
Lose the tip of my middle finger on one.
On your fretting hand,
fretting hand.
or be bitten by a great white shark in the
tip of my
side.
finger if it's all the same. I don't want to get bitten by a shark, but I can't swim, so I'd never go in the water, so that never really happened. But I would rather lose the tip of my finger and do the Tony Iommi thing of getting another finger thing. Just 1 second, everybody. I've got to sort this Gretsch White Falcon out. Len, you can't have banana skin. It's gross.
He's like a bin raider.
More than a bin raider.
Right, okay. Hello,
What about
Dave. Hello, Dave.
Yeah.
Loved the Rory lesson on A Million Miles Away. What do you think about Article 13?
I don't know. It's a mess. If Article 13 comes to pass, then that's me done, sadly, and a lot of people like me that'll be that, and that'll be depressing as hell. So Article 13's crud. It's just nonsense. It could be the end of social media as we know it, Article 13, because you wouldn't be allowed to do anything. And it's just basically just a case of like people wanting more money, and it's just like that's all it comes down to all the time. Give me more money. You've got enough. Go to bed.
Get in the bin.
Get in the bin.
What are your thoughts on the Fender Blacktop guitars?
Blacktops.
Yeah.
What are the Fender Blacktops? Honestly, I know what I'm on about. I think I know what a Fender Blacktop is. Give me a moment.
Would you like another question?
Hang on. No.
Okay.
Oh, those. Yeah. I don't. They're good guitars, but I haven't played one, but they're good guitars. But Len the Bin Raiders on the case again. But I'm not really a fan of Yeah, they're good, but they're not for me. It is what it is. Yes.
What's your favourite solo John recorded?
Good question. My favourite John solo ever. Len's been a right little tearaway tonight. My favourite John Frusciante solo ever. It's not on an album. It's a live performance. It's the last solo of Scar Tissue in Moscow's Red Square gig in 1999. and he does this kind of forget the rest of it. But that's my favourite guitar solo that John's ever done. Is the last solo of Scar Tissue, Red Square, 1999. Ruins me.
Have you ever played Purple Rain by Prince at a gig?
Yeah, a few times. When he died, actually, we covered the ending. When he died, we covered the trio covered the ending, and why is that so much louder? I don't know. But yeah, we used to cover the ending, so. Not nonsense, but it is because I'm going to get carried away. Anyway.
Have you ever listened to 90s indies like Built... Have you ever listened to 90s indie bands like Built to Spill, Old Modest Mouse, Pavement, Dinosaur Jr.? They all came around during the Nirvana explosion and were all in the Pacific Northwest US too.
Yeah, again, they're not really. It's not really music I listen to. I have heard it and I have listened to it, but it's not really stuff I really listen to, so I can't really comment much. But yes, I have heard it and I have listened to it. But
Dave, do you listen to Rise Against? If so, what amp settings would you use to get their sound?
That's a good one. Yes, I do listen to Rise Against. I love Rise Against. I went to see Rise Against live and they're amazing. One of my favourite songs of all time is. Name that song. To get their sound, I mean, they've got quite a heavy but fizzy sound. It's very, very trebly. You need humbuckers definitely, and you want to be kind of like mids and bass. You want more mids than you want treble. You know, keep the treble lowish.
It's cardboard, yeah.
Treble kind of lowish, more mids and more bass, just so you get that real punchy, you know, that kind of palm muty sound. You know, because you need your mids and your bass for that, not the treble. The treble will thin it out and fizz it out, but you do need a bit of treble to fizz it out because they're not ridiculously bright. So that's what I would go for. And gain, you don't want a great deal of gain. It's a lot more. I would say gain on any amp for Rise Against wants to be around the 5, 6, 7 mark, and then you want your mids and your bass about 5, and then your treble about 2. So yeah, that's what I would kind of go for. Because it wants to be clean but punchy, but enough distorted, so you get a nice palm muty sound. That's too much gain, that is, for Rise Against, but.
If you had to choose a modern-day combo tube amp to emulate John's tone, what would it be? Marshall DSL-40 maybe?
I've never tried a DSL-40, but everyone raves about the DSL-40. I'm eating Crunch Bar, everybody. Just so you know. If you wonder what's going on in my mouth. I've never really tried the DSL-40, and in all fairness, I don't think modern Marshalls sound like Marshalls. I just don't think modern Marshall. I think modern Marshalls sound way too fizzy, way too high-endy, way too trebly, and they don't have the mid-range bark of older Marshalls. I reckon after the JCM 2000 range, at the JCM 2000 range, DSL, the dual Super Leads, that's when they started to lose their tone and go a bit more downhill, and a bit more fizzy and a bit more modern. But and John's tone is a vintage Marshall. So, I mean, any cleanish amp will do it. You can always bang a pedal in front. But I'm not very clued up on valve amplifiers at all. But yeah, I mean, the DSL 40 seems to be a good kind of shout. I mean, a lot of people say it works for them. So, yeah, maybe that. There's, I would stay away from vintage at all. Not vintage enough. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, it might be a good go.
Hang on. Boss Katana. Hang on. What the hell?
What are you doing?
That
is Moorish chocolate.
I've just... Hang on. Just play. Bear with. Oh, here we go. Right. Hi, Dave. What is your favourite slide to use for blues?
I don't really mind. It comes down... It comes down more to what the guitar is set up like than the actual slide. I do prefer metal slide. My favourite slide of all time is a brass slide. I love brass slides, but I'll quite happily use like glass slides. But I like the noise you get with metal slides. Glass slides are very clean. Brass slides and steel slides are a lot more aggressive sounding as well. So it comes down to the guitar more than the slide more than anything. If the action's high on the guitar, then I normally can play. Normally happy with anything, but I do prefer brass slides if I'm given the choice. Although glass does sound really nice.
You have a bunny? This is new information.
Well, it's actually not mine. Len's Joe's.
It's mine. And he annoys Dave.
I'd have had a ferret.
You could have had a ferret. You just needed to say you wanted a ferret.
Yeah, if you're a pet, I'd be deciding here. I need to stop eating chocolate.
You need to. No, but... Right, anyway. I struggle with Hendrix/John style chords with the thumb over the top. My index finger having hard time to make an effective bar on strings 1 and 2 while fretting strings 3 and 4. Any thoughts?
Play them right. A lot of people ask me this all the time, saying like, I can't do the thumb over thing. It's too much strain, and I can't do this and I can't do that. Learning to play with your thumb over the top is really time consuming. It takes a long time to be able to do it and to be comfortable doing it. So what my suggestion is, if you can't do it now, you have to just wait. It's just a case of keep trying and trying and trying and trying, and one day you will. When I first started playing and using my thumb, it wouldn't do anything. I mean, I had a real hard time learning to play my thumb over top straight away. It just wouldn't work. I mean, I was just, usual thumb behind the neck thing. It took me many years to be able to kind of like do the Hendrix thing where you start running your thumb with like... that kind of thing where you're moving your thumb to get the bass in. It takes a long time. So it's just it's finding... Your hand needs to learn. It's as simple as that. Your hand needs to learn. It needs to learn the angle it needs to sit at. You need to learn the angle it needs to sit at. And these fingers need to learn where they need to go as well. It's totally different. Playing like this is totally different to learning to play with your thumb over top. It's just two different ways of playing. And it just takes time. Sadly, there is no quick shortcut. It's just a case of, it'll come one day, but it might not be this year. It might not be next year. It might be the year after that. It might not be. It might be next month. It might be tomorrow. It just takes time, and you just got to keep going at it and going at it and going at it, and eventually it will. There you go. Yeah. It's one of those weird things with the guitar.
Yeah, it's weird, because when I first started playing, when I used to do my C chord, I had to walk my C chord in, didn't I?
Yeah, you had to do that.
I had to walk it in to play it, but then all of a sudden my fingers, it's like muscle memory, isn't it?
Yeah, it learns. Your brain and your fingers learn. And eventually, everything just becomes second nature to a point where instead of playing like that, you play like that. Your fingers automatically go to the right place, and you don't have to think about it anymore. But unfortunately, that just takes time. It's just one of those things, you just got to keep at it. You got to practice it over and over and over and over and over again until you're sick of it, and then do it some more.
Right. Just received my Boss katana today. What's a great setting to start with as I'm overwhelmed?
Yeah, it does have option paralysis mode. What are you after? I mean, what kind of sound you want? That's more to the point. The thing with an amp like the Katana or a pedal like the Line 6 HX or any multi-effects unit or any pedal, any guitar, anything in the world, you need to know what you want out of it first. So put another comment. What kind of sound do you want? Do you want like a cleany kind of sound? Do you want a bluesy kind of sound? Do you want a heavy rock tone? Blues rock tone? Let me know.
Yeah, that's from Rob Phillips.
Okay, so keep an eye out for Rob Phillips.
I will. What string gauge do you use, and is it the same on all your guitars?
No, it's not. I mainly use the Adario 10 to 46 strings on all my Strats, apart from this one. Other than that, on Les Pauls, I use 9s to 42s on Les Pauls. I hate 10s or 11s or anything on Les Pauls. I like light strings on Les Pauls. I just don't like gauge 10s on Les Pauls. They feel horrible to me. The guitar just feels horrible. Stratocasters, I don't really care. And my Telecaster, I don't really care what they are. If they're 9s, 10s, 8s. As long as they're not above a 10, I'm a happy bunny. These, on this guitar, a hybrid set. The EA and D are from a 10 set, and the G, B, and E are from a 9 set. So it's like a hybrid. And I've got hiccups now. I've had too much chocolate. But yeah, so 10 to 46 is most of the time, unless it's a Les Paul, in which case it's 9 to 42s.
Right, I have a question for me.
Nice. Turn the camera around.
No, don't do that. I ain't got my face on. One for Joe. No, don't do that. What advice would you give my wife for living with someone who's addicted to music and instruments? She's starting to get fed up. Oh, God.
I'm just going to sit back and enjoy this answer.
Buy a chocolate.
Buy chocolate? Doesn't work.
I don't know. So when I met Dave, I didn't play guitar, but then I learned to play because
I didn't force her.
No, we didn't actually.
I did.
The first song the first song he taught me how to play was, hang on, what was it?
You shut me on.
You shut me on. Yeah. Offer to teach her something. I don't know. Tell her to leave the house when you play. I don't know. I've no idea. Sorry. Or find a hobby. Something else to do while you're playing. I don't know. I normally turn up the TV while Dave's sat playing guitar, so we can't hear it. Anyway, moving on. We've got an add-on question to a question that you've already answered, Dave. But would you see Red Hot Chili Peppers show if it was free?
No. I'm not interested in them. They're not the band they used to be, and seeing them live when I did with John at the Stadium I Came to on the By the Way tour, they're not the band they used to be. They're not. I've seen enough YouTube footage of them with Josh to know that they're not that band anymore, and I'm not interested.
Okay, moving on. What is your opinion on Fender MIJ reissue Strats?
Awesome.
I was going to say MR James then.
MR James reissue Strats, or Ghosty Strats.
Yeah.
I think Japanese Fenders are some of the best Fenders in the world. They're some of the best Fenders I've ever played. And the reissues are stunning. I used to have a reissue Fender custom Telecaster, one with the double bound body. Didn't get on with it, but it was a stunning guitar. It sounded great, looked great, was great, built great. They're all amazing. Japanese reissue guitars are stunning. And yeah, amazing guitars.
Dave, have you ever played an Epiphone Supernova?
I have not, no. Or have I? Let me have a look. And what's an Epiphone? I've never heard of one of them before.
An Epiphone.
No, indeed.
An Epiphone.
What was it again? Epiphone?
Supernova.
Supernova.
I thought you played one. Oh no, that's a casino. Was it? I don't know.
Oh, it's basically just like a hollow body. I haven't played one, no, but it looks like a Sheraton Sheraton's nice, so it looks like a Sheraton. I love Sheraton, so it could probably be the same. So if it is,
Didn't they have like Epiphone Casino?
there was a casino.
Yeah, I thought
which
there
is
was,
like
yeah.
a 335 hollow body, and then there's the Epiphone Sheraton, and there's also other
Is it the Riverton? Riviera. No, nearly right.
Yeah, that's not a.
Can you do a how to play like Rory Gallagher? No, a Noel Gallagher, but his current high flying bird sound.
I don't like Noel's current high flying bird. Well, I don't like Noel's new album. I think it was awful, lack of a better word. I'm sorry, but my opinion on Noel's new music is I just don't like it. I mean, his first 2 solo albums, Chasing Yesterday and the first one, which I can never remember the name of, I think were amazing. But I think the last one he did, I think even he thinks it's not very good. But I just don't think he's too arrogant to admit it's rubbish. It's not rubbish, but it's not very good. I don't think it's coming from a right. I don't think it's coming from a right place myself. I can do like a video kind of idea of like the Chasing Yesterday kind of stuff, but Noel's style doesn't really change. I mean, one of the main things you need to get Noel's sound is a capo, because Noel is a big user of a capo, and you can just like bang it on like 3rd fret, and as long as you've got these kind of like sus chords. Sus chords and capos, you're kind of in the ballpark of Noel. But yeah, sorry, I don't like his last album. I thought it was absolutely. I don't know what's going on.
She bangs.
Yeah, he sounds like Ricky Martin.
Okay, greetings from the southwest. The Stratocaster is my favourite guitar. Which is that, and how many Strats do you currently have? I have 11, and Santa is bringing me my 12th.
Nice. I think you've got more than me. Let me think.
What's that one here?
1, 2, 3. I've only got 8. Yeah, I've got 9, including my Squire Strat. So I've got 9. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. 10. I've got 10. Yeah, I've got 10 Strats, I think. Could be wrong. I did a guitar collection video recently. I don't remember how many I've got. I think I've got 10. I've got 3 down here. I've got 4 upstairs, and then I've got 2 in the attic. 3 in the attic. So yeah. But yeah, I've got about 10. They're gorgeous. You can't go wrong with a Stratocaster.
Do you like the humbuckers in the Fender Blacktop series guitars?
I'm not a fan of Fender humbuckers. No, I think Fender humbuckers are muddy and dark and very, very that. I don't really like Fender humbuckers. If I was gonna, I would actually prefer a Seymour Duncan humbucker in a Fender if I was gonna get a guitar with humbuckers. All the Fenders I've ever tried with humbuckers, I've never liked the humbucker. I've always found it too dark and woolly and muddy, and it always sounds like the tone's semi-rolled off, and I don't like it. And especially if you've got a HSS Strat, where it's humbucker, single coil, and you go to the single coil, it just collapses. It doesn't work with Fender. You need to get another pickup, like another one. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of Fender's humbuckers. I think they're just too dark.
Did you see any pics of the new Fenders at Meteora?
Meteora?
Yeah, that's one. And if so, what do you think, buddy?
I don't know. Let's have a Google.
Meteora.
Oh my good gravy.
Oh, let's have a
Joke?
look. Mm.
What do you think of this?
Oh, that's minging.
Yeah. It's a no from me. No. Yeah, no. I don't like it. It doesn't work for me. It's like that stupid Star Trek Flying V that the Gibson bought out last year. It looks like the Star Trek badge. Ugly. No. Sorry.
What is your thoughts on Buckethead? Love Buckethead.
Love Buckethead. Actually, I don't. When he starts going. That it can get a bit much, but other stuff like that kind of stuff is wicked. Joe thinks I am Buckethead.
I think he is Buckethead.
Because of my fingers,
If you look at
100%.
Buckethead's hands and then look at Dave's hands, they're like it's like there's no comparison. They're spit.
Apparently, yeah. Joe says my hands are the same as Buckethead's, so.
I mean,
Quite a few people have said that.
for
I've had
all
a few
you
comments
know.
before. Are you Buckethead?
yeah. Thing is, we don't know because we don't see Buckethead's face.
No, you don't. I'm sure he's better looking than
And I
am.
have seen one of those masks and a KFC bucket lying around.
Not me. Not me.
Can you play Murderers for us real quick?
Oh, I ain't got that. Get rid of my plectrum first. I ain't got the right out of phase, but well, position 4 or a Jaguar. But yeah, it's close. It doesn't sound right though. I need to be. But I've got this weird kind of Peter Green sound on this guitar instead of the actual sound.
If you could travel back in time to a specific year in music, what year would it go to? Hang on, I haven't finished. Also, would you rather be sponsored by Orange, Marshall, or Fender?
That's what's difficult. I would immediately go back to 1969 and go and see Jimi Hendrix playing. Actually, no, 67 would probably be a better year. 67 or 68 probably a better year to see Jimmy. Because he wasn't sick and fed up of playing all those songs that we know and love. But saying that, being at Woodstock in 69, seeing him play would be something else. Or the Fillmore East gig in New Year's Eve in 69, 70. That'd be amazing. I would go back and see Jimi Hendrix one way or another. Over any other guitarist in history, I would have to see Jimmy. I would just love to see him do it, especially doing this song live. Can you imagine what it must have been like in the Fillmore East when he went? I'd have to go back and watch that. I would love to be at front row watching Jimmy do Machine Gun in front of his marshals and in front of him. Just going. I don't think my jaw would close ever again. You're right, Dave.
Same expression.
When he hit that note, my face would go down. You're right, Dave. Yeah, hi. How are you?
That's quite scary.
Yeah, what happened to your face? I got Jimmy-eyed.
Jimmy eyes.
Jimmy-eyed. Jimmy face. Jimmy face.
Jimmyism.
I got Jimmyism.
Oh dear. Right. Orange, Marshall, or Fender?
Hi, what? No.
H&M.
Yeah.
H&M?
H&M? Yeah, I want to be sponsored by M&S.
You know what I mean? H&M.
Have you tried the new M&S amp? It tastes delicious, but sounds rubbish. It's made of plastic.
Marks and Sparks.
Marks and Sparks. Orange, Marshall, or Fender? It definitely wouldn't be Fender, because I don't like Fender amps. Between Marshall and Orange, I think I'd have to go for Orange, because Marshall's customer service is horrific, and Orange's isn't. So I'll probably go for Orange, and the CR120 is like
It.
I just wish though Orange would come out with a new CR120 with added features like built-in effects. They had that on the Crush Picks. range of combos. They didn't carry it over to CL20. I don't understand why. The effects were amazing. And also certain other things would be amazing on the CL20. Orange need to contact me because I have all the ideas and no one's going to make the ambits in my brain. Especially not Orange. But it would be great. I can see it now. The DS120.
DS120.
By Orange.
Dave Simpson 120.
It'll never happen.
Right. Have you ever thought of the fact that you have thousands of fans who absolutely love your channel, and did you ever think you would get this far with YouTube?
I never thought in a million years I'd get this far on YouTube. It's beyond anything and everything I ever expected. And to have the community I have on my channel, I love it because it's amazing. Everybody's, no one's having a go at each other. There's all the trolls kind of like, I delete the trolls anyway. There's plenty of trolls. I got a great comment today. A guy said he was coming from Liverpool to beat me up because I can't play guitar. Still not here. Anyway, but yeah, it's beyond my wildest dreams, my YouTube channel. I never expected for 1 minute to get 36,000 subscribers. It still boggles the mind. I think it's like 35 and a half. I don't remember. I don't know. It's just a lot. I couldn't comprehend it at 5,000, let alone 30 something odd. 36. But yeah, I love the little community I've got on my channel. I love all the people who watch my videos and comment on it. It just means the world to me. So thank you very much indeed. It's just words do not describe. Words do not describe. I'm gonna get all emotional in a minute, so I'm gonna have to.
Emotion.
Yeah, but yeah, it really is. It's amazing. I love it. It's so cool, and you are the best people in the world. Thank you so much. Thank you. You just wicked. You're wicked, and this chord is for all of you.
The E chord.
With the univine, and then this note's for you as well. That was technically 2 notes, but you get 2 for the price of 1.
Dave loves this channel.
I do love my channel, and I love all of you.
He always talks about it, and he does. He absolutely loves it, and he does it every single day. If he's not on the computer, he's recording.
Indeed.
And I never get to see him.
Nope.
Because
I do spend a lot of time doing my channel.
Yeah, you do. You spend a hell of a lot of time.
It's full time for me. I get maybe 1 day off a week. Other than that, I'm working on it totally from the moment I get up to the moment I get to bed. Always thinking of things, always doing something, always keeping up on the comments, emailing, trying to find things to do for videos, figuring things out, and this, that, and the other. So yes, I love it. And thanks to all of you lot, I get to do it. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here doing it. So thank you. Oh, and Joe. Yeah.
The one for me.
No, in all fairness, it really is. It really is cool. Thank you very much indeed.
Dave, have you ever thought of covering John's Look On?
Yeah, a few times, but I'm scared of covering songs on YouTube at this point in time because it's just so sketchy. Like I said, on my Voodoo Child video I did recently, I got copyright flagged by the Hendrix estate. Get lost! I heard him knocking at the door. Janie, stop it! Janie!
Right.
I'm playing it, what are you going to do? You can't stop me, I'm live!
You freak.
Yes.
Was that it for that one?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Daddy Dave.
Hey.
Have you ever thought of putting EMGs on a mandolin?
Oh, yeah. I've done that. I've got a mandolin with Floyd Rose, EMGs, scalp fretboard.
What's
and,
EMGs?
Pickups. Really high-powered active pickups.
High gain. It's got high gain valves in it.
Yeah. Well, no, it doesn't have high gain valves. But
That was a direct
I've got a
quote.
mandolin with a Floyd Rose, EMGs. They actually require 6 batteries. They're that powerful. No, I've never thought of doing that. But it would be amazing to try it. Can you imagine a super heavy mandolin?
Do you think Red Hot Chili Peppers will release another album, or was this the last one? I totally agree that the band is missing the energy that they once had.
They're working on a new album, aren't they?
I don't know.
I reckon they'll release another album, but I don't think they should. I hate to be blunt about it, but The last two, I don't think are anywhere near. It's that, you know, you had Californication, By the Way, and then Stadium Arcadium all the way up here, and then you've got up here, you've got like all the early albums like Uplift, Fire and stuff like that, and Freaky Style and stuff like that. And then you've got One Hot Minute, which I think is just below. It's great, but there's some weak bits on it. And then you've got the rest of the albums, which I just think fall flat on, the newest albums fall flat on their face. What?
Oh, that's just a comment.
The Chili Peppers require a strong guitar, and Josh is not that. Dark Necessities would sound so much better if the song was. And then the chorus. Requires that. That's what the Chili Peppers are. They've always had a strong guitar in there. From Hillel to John to David Navarro to Eric Marshall, back to John, and now we've got Josh, who is minimalist at best with his guitar playing. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't do enough. There's parts where he does enough, and he's never audible. You can never hear him at live shows or in the studio. They drown him in the mix in the album versions. I just don't think he's strong enough, Hendrixy enough, funky guitar player. They need that funk guitar thing that Josh doesn't have. He just doesn't have that thing. It's like that James Brown thing of the guitar being a percussive instrument, and then that Hendrix thing of the guitar being dead melodic. You know, that all these guitarists they've had in the past have been. Josh is totally removed from that. He's more electronic in his approach and more scatterbrained in his approach to play the guitar. It's a lot more kind of random. Although I do think he's dialed it down because I think they've told him to. I reckon they had words with him myself. But yeah, I'm tangent. I'm sorry.
Tangent
I'm
boy.
Tangent off there. But yeah.
Could you please have a crack at Dave Gilmour's comfortably numb tone on the guitar at some stage?
Happily, yeah, I'll get to that.
Okay. Are you still in love with the vintage V60 Flying Wii?
I sold my vintage Flying V about 2-3 years ago.
It's ages ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was about 3 years ago now. But yeah, would I buy another one? Yes, I would. I sold it because I wasn't playing it though. I mean, this is the thing, is certain guitars, I have like maybe 6 main guitars that I play constantly, and then the rest of them kind of like occasionally. And the Flying V spent most of its time in its case, although I did bring it out for live gigs and to play blues on, because it's like an ultimate blues guitar. The V60 is a great blues guitar. There's something in the humbuckers of a V60 which is stunning. But yeah, I mean, if I had the option to get another one, I'd easily get another one. They're gorgeous. These guitars, I love them to bits. But saying that, I hope they're just as good as they used to be, because what I've heard about vintage recently is not so good.
What is your opinion on Brian Moore guitar I2000 i9? I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is, sorry. What was it?
Is it Brian Moore guitar?
Oh, what the hell? Images. Oh, they look nice. Word, they're mental. I'm guessing they're kind of like really high spec luthier. They look nice. They look nice. I've never tried one myself though, so I can't really comment.
Dave, I recently combined fishing with playing my guitar while fishing.
Oh.
Can you suggest any playing techniques for catching fish?
Yes. Lots of reverb and lots of floaty sounds because fish float. So like when you just sat there at the bank, you got your rod there, your maggots are chilling down there, having a party.
Are the worms? Are the
You can
maggots?
have worms, but maggots are better.
Okay.
Your worms down there, you've got your little bivvy back there, they're ready to go to sleep at night. The fish are just swimming around. You've got your cast out, put your rod down, set your alarm, and then you get your guitar and you just go. By the time you get there, you should have a fish. Strike! But always remember to put your guitar down safely before you get your rod, because if you just throw your guitar, it might end up in the lake, and that's not,
Nobody wants that.
no one wants a wet guitar.
No. I'm torn between a Mexican Strat and a Squire Vintage modded Strat for my second Strat. I understand you recommend both, but what would you say is the biggest difference between them in the end?
So what are the two guitars again? Vintage, modified.
A Mexican Strat and a Squire Vintage modded Strat.
There won't be a great deal of difference, I don't think, but I think... I don't know. I would think the pickups would sound different. I think the Squire pickups would be a bit darker, and I would bet any money that the Squire is either using 500k or 1 meg pots instead of 250 pots, which normally run in Strats. I don't know why I knocked on this one because it's got 500 in it. But but I would say the vintage modded would sound a lot more. It'd be a lot darker. It'd be a lot. It wouldn't have that kind of classic Strat sound. It'd be a lot darker, more modern-y kind of sound. Whereas the Mexican, I think, might have a bit more of that classic snap of a Fender. But again, each guitar will differ in its merits. So
Personal preference, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's not personal preference. It's down to no guitar is created equal.
Well, no, but it's which one you like best.
Well, yeah, you just got to try things. But I would say that I reckon the Squire would sound totally different to the Mexican. I reckon the Mexican would have more of a Fender snap, whereas the vintage modded wouldn't. But saying that, my Jag is a vintage modified Jaguar, and it sounds like an old Squire. It sounds a lot like an old Jaguar. It sounds like a '64 Jag. My Jaguar does, but they do have. It is slightly different.
Oh, I love your weird-looking cat.
I know he's weird, isn't
he? Right.
He's actually a badger. But...
He is a badger. He's a honey badger. Is there any?
A horny badger.
No, a honey badger.
I was a bit worried then.
Is there any way to stop the WH-wah from raising the volume so much when activated?
Yeah, don't give it a clean signal. I have a trillion videos on this subject, all over my channel of how to sort out the Ibanez wah. Ibanez wah does not like clean signal. You don't want to give it this kind of like Shadows, Nile Rodgers clean funk tone. It'll hate you forever. It'll just rebel. It will just go, no, it's going to go, and just be obnoxious and cruel to your ears. So you need to give it an overdriven signal. No, not massively overdriven, but it wants to be a good kind of like, it wants to be fairly, fairly overdriven clean, so to say.
Like broken up?
Yeah, compressed. Edge of breakup compressed signal. If you give it what it wants, it will love you. If you don't give it what it wants, it's going to hate your face and your ears. Trust me. When you, as we all probably know, who've experienced the Ibanez wah's volume peak on clean, it does hate your ears. But yeah, you've got to give it what it wants. The same as the DS2. You don't really want to be running a DS2 into a perfectly clean amplifier. It wants to be semi-overdriven. It wants edge of breakup. It needs that compression to behave. Otherwise, it'll just go like this and go mad. The spike of the thing will just do this. Instead of the compression of the overdrive coming in, it'll just keep it there. Compressor pedals do work, but not as well as an overdrive pedal. So there is a way. Use the overdrive setting on your amp, or get an overdrive pedal like a Golden Plexi or a Marshall jackhammer.
Opinions on Japanese Strats?
Love
them, yes.
Love Japanese Strats. I think they're brilliant.
What's your favourite Frusciante song? Have you mentioned that before?
No.
Oh no, that was the solo, wasn't it?
My favourite John Frusciante song.
We go down to the city centre.
No, it's not Unreachable.
Okay.
I really like the song before the Slaughter on Shadows Collide. It's one of those weird instrumentals that he does on there, and I never remember the name of it. It's like something Ghost. I really love that song. That's one of my favourites that John's done. It's just this like weird instrumental synthy thing, but it's gorgeous, and I love it to bits. I'm going to find the name of it while I think of the other one, because there's a lot of John songs which I really, really love, but that's definitely one of them. There's also that's helpful. Hang on a minute. Yeah, that's it. 23 Going to End. That's one of my favourite John Frusciante tracks. 23 Going to End. That's one of my favourite. Central is another one of my favourites. I know you asked for one, but I can't do one. It's impossible. A Firm Kick. The Slaughter is a gorgeous song. This Cold. I could keep going forever, but I really do like that 23 Going to End one. That's one of my favourites. It's weird because I don't have any guitar in it. It's just like synthesizers, but yeah. Can't think of any others. Because I like a lot of John's solo stuff, apart from his new electronic stuff. I like some of his electronic stuff, but not all of it. But yeah, there's a lot. Smiler's Rifle's great as well. Yeah, I could keep going forever on what songs I love, John. Oh, Untitled number 11. One of my favourites. Untitled number 2 as well. Oh God.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, I want to say thank you for the music and lessons. I started learning guitar a year ago and I feel like I'm stuck and I can't improve and I'm getting frustrated.
First off, thank you very much for watching my videos and liking my music. Thank you very much indeed. Everyone kind of has that point where they feel a bit stuck in a rut. The only way out of it normally is to kind of like throw yourself in the deep end of learning something else out of your comfort zone. Learn reggae. Learn Delta blues. Learn something that's well out of your comfort zone of what you'd want to learn. You know, just something that piques your interest. I had a bit of a obsession for a while of learning African guitar called soukous, this kind of stuff. I learned that style, it was amazing, and then reggae and stuff like that. But I would say you want to find something that's going to pick your interest back up. You need to find that thing, and again, sadly no one can tell you what it is because no one knows your brain like you do. But you need to find something that's going to kick your interest back up. So find a style of music that you go, oh, I want to learn that, and then just go for that. You know, don't go out of your comfort, don't go out of your ability range, but go out of your comfort zone. You know what I mean? There's no point saying I want to learn Indie Malmsteen if you've only been playing like a month. You know, it's not going to happen. So, but you need to find something that's going to rekindle that passion and that energy. And what is it? What is it originally that even made you want to play the guitar? You know, what was it that drew you to it in the first place? So, but yeah, so just think about what you want to do and where you want to go with it.
Play Tiny Dancer.
Oh my gosh, Tiny Dancer.
Count the headlights on the highway.
Lay me down in sheets of leather.
We had a busy day today. Beautiful.
I know, I've got a gorgeous singing voice.
How to practice thumb muting?
Thumb muting. What? We've. Your thumb's not really that important for muting as much as your other fingers are more important. These fingers trump your thumb really when it comes down to muting. Especially doing like something like Can't Stop would be a good place to start. Learning something like Can't Stop would be a great song to learn if you want to learn how to mute. But how to practice it is just try it. Your hand needs to learn how much pressure to press on the string so it mutes it with your thumb. And again, that comes from just time. There's nothing I can say that will go. I can't say go do A, B, C, and there you go. Sadly, that doesn't work. It's a case of, you want to be using the fleshy part of your thumb from basically like that line in your thumb all the way to the top. That's the part of the thumb you want to be using. It just takes time to realise how much pressure to put on and this, that, and the other, so you don't get harmonics or accidentally get the note. So stuff like Can't Stop is a really good thing for that, and just messing around, more than anything. Just learning to kind of like notice how much pressure, because every guitar needs different amounts of pressure depending on the string height, string gauge, all sorts of stuff. It's mad, really, but yeah. So just practice. It's just practice more than anything.
Do you find you have to adjust your amp/EQ settings when playing live?
No. I'm a set it and forget it person. I never touch my amp at gigs, and I never have. I've never been I don't like to get to a gig and have to alter my amp setting to what I have at home. I just leave it for what it is. I set it and forget it. So no, I don't ever change my setting live. It's always the same of what it is wherever I am.
Hang on.
He's losing his voice.
I've got a big frog in there. Voice. Looking at getting a Line 6 HX effects tomorrow. Do you think I'd be able to gig fine with it, wanting to get more inspired by sound? Dun, da, da.
I give to you my current pedal board. Yes, these things are awesome for gigging. They're awesome for more sounds. They're awesome for just about anything. I love mine to bits, and I don't want to be without one.
You use yours all the time now for live.
I use mine all the time now. All the sounds you're hearing so far have come from a HX. This is the guitar. This is how the guitar set. Nothing, clean as a whistle. This is the HX. And then you get really cool sounds like this. Then you get one of my favourite effects, which is particle verb doing this. So yeah, yes, you can gig with a HX easily. Billy Corgan uses a HX live. If it's good enough for him, it's just amazing. They are amazing. They are absolutely amazing. Yes, I can't recommend HX enough. So yes, awesome things, and they're very inspiring. Just be careful. Know what you want. Know what sounds you want before you dive in, because you'll never come out. You'll dive down the HX rabbit hole and get lost forever in noise. So be careful.
Okay.
Stay on that preset. I like it.
What do you think about Texas Special pickups?
Texas Specials. They're okay. I don't think they do what they say they are on the tin, but I do like the Texas Specials, but not as much as other pickups. They're okay. They're not really my. I wouldn't go out and buy them. and put Texas specials in any of my guitars, I don't think particularly that they are amazing, but they're not that amazing in my opinion. I just didn't really like them. I've tried a few guitars with Texas specials. I've only really liked one guitar with Texas specials, but they are good, but not for me.
Okay. What do you think is the best platform for promoting your music? Not promoting in a commercial sense, but to show people what you want to express.
Say that question again.
What do you think is the best platform for promoting your music? Not promoting in a
commercial?
Commercial sense, but to show people what you want to express.
Just
YouTube?
YouTube, Bandcamp, iTunes, Spotify, sadly. Hate Spotify and iTunes. But yeah, I mean, any of them, anywhere, really. I mean, as long as it's out there in the public domain, that's what you want to be doing. You know what I mean? Because, like I say, music is all about expression, so you can just get it out there, that's all that matters. So yeah, anything. YouTube is a really good one, though. Yes.
Oh, right, sorry.
Sorry.
Hey, Dave, what do you think Comfortably Numb was done by... Hang on. What do you think Comfortably Numb was done by Peter Green sound like, keeping things in similar vein?
I'm not sure I understand.
Would it be like if Peter Green wrote that song, what would it sound like? Like, what do you think Comfortably Numb was...
Totally different. I don't... Hang on.
I mean, I don't know, but that's what I mean, but...
You get a lot of this.
That's very Peter Greeny. Sounds really good though, actually.
Yeah, it's not. It would sound a lot more bluesy. It wouldn't as be. In all fairness, the chord progression would probably be more like. It'd probably be more like "Got a Good Mind to Give Up Living" and stuff like that. To be honest with you. But yeah, it'd sound more like that. I don't know how well that came across, but
I thought that sounded really well. Really good. Okay.
especially that. Ooh. I've wiped my loop. Oh well. Such is life when you're an idiot like me.
Yes. How did you know all the notes on the fretboard? Give us a clue to master all the note on the fretboard.
I don't.
And you got a video, haven't you?
I've got a video on how to get around. I don't know all the notes on the fretboard. I know the note what? I know the notes on the E and the A string only, and that's it. I don't know the notes on the D, G, B. I know the notes on the high, obviously, because it's the same as the low E. But the B, G, and D strings are. I don't know the notes on that string. I can figure them out, but I don't know them. I only know the notes of the 12th fret on the low E and the notes of the 12th fret on the A string. And then I use octave chords to find the other notes. I spoke about that. I'm pretty sure I've got a video on something like that.
You have, haven't you? Like unlocking the neck or something.
Unlocking the neck, something like that. Yeah, I don't know if it goes. I go into detail about that, but there's definitely something like that on the channel somewhere.
What delay pedal do you recommend for John Frusciante? I can't afford the Line 6D L4.
Yeah, they are ridiculously pricey. Any delay pedal do it. Behringer do a delay pedal that's really good. Joe's got a Behringer delay
I've
pedal.
got one.
It's amazingly good.
It's dead good.
Don't stand on it too hard, you'll go through it because it's made of plastic. But if you just treat it with, care, it's a really good delay pedal. The Behringer delay pedal is great. Any delay pedal will give you the John Frusciante thing, because John doesn't use delay a great deal. He's quite sparing with it. Obviously, there's Don't Forget Me, where I ain't got it set up, so I can't do it. But and obviously for other stuff here and there. But John doesn't really use delay a great deal. So, but yeah. So,
Any
Any, really. As long as it delays, you're okay.
If you were
Tone
to
City do a great delay pedal.
Tennessee. Oh yeah. If you were to meet John, what would you ask him?
I think we'd go back to the Jimi Hendrix face if I met John.
Yeah.
It'd be like really
Yeah, but that
creepy
wouldn't be
moment.
the Jim Hendrix face, would it? It'd be the John face.
Yeah, it'd probably change. I'd have to do a different face for John. It'd be like,
You'd probably follow through, I think.
no, I don't think I'd go that far.
I would. Right, just want to say thanks.
I didn't answer that question. Boy.
Oh, right, okay, I thought you did.
No.
I'm like, you did, sorry.
I forgot what the question was now. If I met John.
What would you ask him?
I don't know. I've got 1,000,001 things I'd like to ask John Frusciante, and I'd love to meet him, but I'm scared of meeting. I would be scared of meeting John because he seems like an absolute nightmare. I don't know. Anyway, I've got too many things to narrow it down to one thing. Sorry.
Just want to say thanks for such a great channel, Dave.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.
Indeed. Thank you for watching.
Refret or buy a new neck?
Refret. Don't buy a new neck just because the frets are worn out. That was the initial concept that Leo Fender came in mind. That was the whole idea of a bolt-on neck. Is once you wore the frets out on this one, you throw it away and you buy a new one. Do a refret. Trust me, it's worth it.
Ever played any Buddy Holly? Can you play some?
I can't play any Buddy Holly actually. It's mainly just 3 chords.
Didn't you learn?
I did learn a couple
You
of Buddy Holly
did,
tracks, but I don't remember any of them.
Because you learnt one to teach me it because I couldn't
Yeah.
find it.
I don't remember any. I have learned some Buddy Holly in the past, but I don't remember any.
Was it That'll Be the Day?
That'll
The
Be the Day,
beginning.
yeah.
I like that song.
Yeah, I like that song. I can't play any. No, sorry. I'll just be like, That's not really Buddy Holly.
Are you done? Are you done?
Yeah, reverb's gone. Okay.
If you could have a dinner party with any 5 people ever, dead or alive, who would it be?
Geoff Shanty. Guess why? Wait, you didn't see that one coming. Geoff Shanty, Jimi Hendrix, Peter Green, Rory Gallagher, and Paul Kossoff.
Paul Kossoff?
I'd love to.
Really?
Paul Kossoff, yeah.
Not
Really
Stevie
cool.
Ray Vaughan?
No, I love Stevie, but not as much as I love Paul Kossoff. I love Paul Kossoff over Stevie.
Grab that lemon drop, Dave.
He's on the wall, isn't he?
I know. Okay, Dave.
I love Gage Night. You get mad with rock.
Dave!
Joe!
I have been playing well over 10 years. I pretty much have the techniques of playing down, but I have no clue with the theory. Where do I start? I don't fully know E minor pentatonic even with a
Okay,
face palm.
Theory-wise, you want to start with your 5 positions of your pentatonic scale. 5 positions of your pentatonic scale are the bread and butter of all rock, blues, reggae, heavy rock, heavy metal. It's the bread and butter of all that. Learn your scales. 5 positions of pentatonic. They are key. Forget modes, forget all the other stuff at this point in time. Learn your 5 positions of pentatonic scale. Get them under your fingers so you can go. And so on, run out of frets. You want those scales under your fingers, and you want to learn them in every key you can. So if somebody says this is in G sharp minor, you know exactly where to go. If somebody says C sharp minor, you know where to go.
F sharp.
F sharp.
B flat. C sharp.
C sharp.
A minor. Z.
No, that's what you want, like that. That's not a bad example actually. Learn your 5 position of pentatonic scale and get somebody to shout out a random key, as long as it's actually a key and not Z. But just get somebody to shout it out at you, basically. Like, what's G? What's G major? What's E minor? And so forth. But learn your 5 positions at a pentatonic scale. Really, really, really important. Really, really important. Actually, if you learn your major and your minor pentatonic scales, you don't really need to go much elsewhere.
Turn the phone sideways. I can't turn my phone sideways. I'm sorry.
It won't go sideways. I'm sorry. For some reason.
It's not me. It's the tube.
It's the phone.
It's not the phone.
It is. It won't go sideways.
Why
You
not?
don't want to use my phone. Am I sideways?
Rotate device.
Oh, try it.
Hang on, I can't. It's locked.
It won't let us. Sorry.
Hang on. Let me have it. No. Sorry, it's not letting me rotate. Okay. Can you play Wet Sand? That's my favourite John solo. I love that solo.
Stunning guitar solo.
Okay. Rob Phillips has commented.
Hello, Rob.
Yeah, you know the.
Oh yes.
I like the Voodoo Child tone, and I'll be a happy camper. Thank you, John and Dave.
So I was on the Katana, wasn't it? Katana, the Voodoo Child tone. You want to go to a brown mode. So all the way up to a brown mode. You want gain about somewhere between 8 and 9 o'clock. Very low, very, very low. You know, we're talking literally just kind of break in. You want somewhere between like 8 and 9 o'clock, somewhere like that. You want the volume all the way up. So set amp type to brown mode, set the gain to about 8, 9 o'clock. Len is being really annoying. Volume all the way up, and then you want your bass around 12 o'clock, so straight up. Mids, you're going to have to vary that, because I don't know. I would have the mids all the way down, and then have treble all the way down as well. But you might have to turn your mids up a bit. So somewhere, your mids might have to go about 9 o'clock, maybe. But don't quote me. And then I'd put the reverb on the red mode and have that at 9 o'clock. So, just recap. Amp type on the brown mode, and then gain at somewhere between 8 and 9 o'clock. So somewhere like that or that. And then you want your volume all the way up, bass at 12 o'clock, mids somewhere between all the way down and 9 o'clock. And then you want your treble all the way off, and then you want the reverb on the red mode at about 9 o'clock-ish, give or take. I'm going to have to stop Len, because I'm
stop him. He's irritating.
So annoying. Len, I know you love it, but come with me, I'll give you some treats. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come here. Okay. Next question.
Alright.
Yes.
I'm a beginner. I was watching your orange amp reviews, and you play so.
I just trapped my finger. Sorry.
I'm a beginner, and I was watching your orange amp reviews, and you play well.
Oh,
So my
man.
question is this: Do you have to rest your
Thank you.
hand?
First off, thanks for watching my video. Yes.
Do you have to rest your hand on the bridge or anchor your pinky, or can it just float?
I normally anchor. I don't like to float my hand. I always anchor my little finger and my ring finger, or just my little finger. Look at this wild animal. So you got
You're
them,
acting like an ape.
They're all gone now. Feel weird that guitar.
Right, he's come for more. We ain't got any more.
Little block. Put that down there. You can gnaw on that. He's a spoiled octopus.
So and so. Octopus.
Battered.
Right. Are you alright?
No, I trapped my finger. Good job I don't play with that part of my finger.
What are your thoughts on the Ibanez ST9 Super Tube Screamer pedal made in the 80s? Have you had a chance to use one?
I've never used one. I've never tried one of those, but they look mega. But I'm not really a Tube Screamer fan. I do like Tube Screamers. I've actually got one on my HX here. This is my Tube Screamer. That's the Univibe. In comparison to... So yeah, I like the TS808 though. The TS9's really nice. I do love that. The TS10 I think there is. That's nice. That pedal's really cool. I've never tried one of them, but I like the TS808. I'm a bit of a classic fan of the TS808. But I did have one and I sold it. I like Tube Screamers, but not enough to kind of use them all the time.
Dave has a big place in my musical heart. His Peter Green lessons are frankly supernatural.
Thank you. I like it.
Yeah,
Like it
it's
very
good.
much. Oh well. Look, there's an albatross. Or is it a green Manalishi? Whatever we know it's a black magic woman. Go and do your own work.
Oh,
It's going
Brat.
rubbish. Oh, the world keeps turning.
Oh, you're such a man of the world.
Oh!
Hey!
No, getting in there on that one. Oh, I'm closing my eyes.
I don't know anymore. Anyway, looking for a John Mayer type blues tone out of the HX effects that I plan on getting tomorrow. Do you think this is achievable? I know how
Yes.
expensive all his gear is.
Yeah, John uses expensive gear because he can, because it's there and he can afford it, basically. That's why John uses expensive gear. But yeah, easy. The Tube Screamer model, which one is it exactly I'm using here? Yeah, that's the one. You want to go for the Scream 808. That's that kind of. It's got this kind of like John kind of. I haven't got position 4 on this guitar, but. One sec, I need a guitar with position 4. Then don't chew anything.
Don't say that, because he does. How many leads have I had to replace?
Your own problem. He's your pet. You pay his way.
You put the leads in his way.
I don't put anything in his way. He finds his way in the way of it. Yeah, something like that. So the Scream 808 is the kind of thing you want to be going for on the HX. But yeah, it's very achievable to get John's kind of sounds on it. Very, very cheap, very easy. What's that? Yeah, you can. The HX is just awesome. I can't sing the praises of the HX enough.
Favorite Rory Gallagher.
Rory Gallagher.
Rory Gallagher. I don't know. I have to.
You can't say it.
Rory Gallagher song.
Yeah, Gallagher.
Rory Gallagher song.
Bad Penny.
Bad
Penny.
You're a bad penny.
I'm a very, very bad penny. But no, it has to be a bad penny for me because it's the song that got me into Rory. It's just. Bad penny. Has to be bad penny.
Bad penny.
Failing that, I'd be edged in blue.
Okay. What do you think about learning guitar by trying to copy records by ear? Do you think a lot of bands from the 60s, 70s learnt this way?
Everyone learned that way.
There's
All
no
your
other choice,
heroes
really.
learned that way. Eric Clapton, Jimmy Page, Jimi Hendrix, there's a million Jimmys. Jeff Beck, even people up to kind of like people like Randy Rhoads, J.P. Lee, John Frusciante, Matt Bellamy, all of these guitarists learned by ear. They learned to play like that. That's all they had. That's all they had. They had to get the record, they had to slow it down and learn it by ear. It's the ultimate way to learn, in my opinion. It's hard, it takes time, but it's worth it in the long run. Mind your bags.
Mind your bits.
Film lens for a second. No one wants to see me climbing on settees. It's not interesting. Watch him fall and break his neck.
Don't break your neck. I'll have to film it.
Yeah, you would. Anyway, yes,
Okay.
move on.
I don't really know how to word it. How is it possible that I am able to get the John Frusciante tone with a cheaper guitar than a Squier and a really cheap amp, 15 watt?
I don't know. It just is. It just is possible. Of course, it's possible. Yeah, it's just one of those things.
Okay. Thoughts on Greta Van Fleet?
Not a fan.
Okay.
Well, I listen to Led Zeppelin. I listen to Led Zeppelin.
Hi Dave, have you ever played Tex-Mex Strat pickups? If yes, is that a good Squier upgrade?
Tex-Mex pickups my favourite pickup of all time. There are ones in my white Strat. I think Tex-Mex pickups are the best pickups in the world. Yes, they are great upgrade. They're good, awesome pickups. Especially the staggered pole piece ones. The staggered pole piece Tex-Mex are just stunning.
Is that one of you?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think about Matt Bellamy and Bu's guitar work overall?
I love Matt Bellamy. I love his old stuff, like dead stuff. Like when it's stuff like stuff like that is amazing, and also. I love Matt Bellamy's guitar playing. It's just cool. But I don't really like the newer stuff as much. I think I'm not really a fan of the way it's going, but it's still cool. I love Matt Bellamy. Matt Bellamy is one of those just ridiculously innovative guitarists. He's one of the modern Jimi Hendrixes, definitely.
Oh dear. What's your thoughts on Jimmy Vaughan's playing style?
I don't really listen enough to Jimmy Vaughan to be able to comment, I'm afraid. Yeah, I mean, he's just a classic blues guy. He's just a classic blues player. I've never really listened to much of him, to be fair, but what I have heard of him, he's just that classic Texas blues guy. Just, he is what he is.
Okay.
Always preferred Stevie, not to be, not
Is
to
that
point
his brother?
fingers. Yeah.
Oh right,
Jimmy's
yeah.
his brother, an older brother.
I think he kind of I think Stevie overshadows him a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Stevie did overshadow him. Stevie was better, in my opinion. But, you know, it probably even in Jimmy Vaughan's opinion, he probably thought Stevie was better. But, you know, each to their own. It's not a competition of who's best or who's better. It's just they both play differently, you know.
Can you talk about what gear upgrade had the biggest impact on your playing?
Stratocasters and the Marshall MG 100 and the Zoom G2. Those three things. And the Strat, my white Strat, my Zoom G2, and my Marshall MG probably had the biggest impact on my playing and the sound, because they gave me the sound I wanted. But I was hunting until that point, and then I found it, and nothing's really changed since. So, yes, that's it. Those three things.
Have you?
Amp being big.
But okay, I finished. Have you played the Gretsch G5435TG Electromatic Project with Bixby Red? If so, do you rate them as good as a budget guitar?
The Electromatics are great. Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly that model, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. I've played a lot of Gretches, and all the Electromatics are really good. I mean, Electromatics do suffer from certain quality control issues. I remember playing an Electromatic in Old Hat. It was a big hollow body. It was orange. It was like a Chet Atkins kind of model. And the neck had been glued on slanted, so it was like that. So the neck was slightly askew. It wasn't twisted, it was just mounted badly. The guitar played amazingly. It was intonatable, it worked, but the neck was slanted badly. And it just was just the quality control thing was a naff on that one. But they still play well. I've never played an Electromatic that was rubbish. So yeah, I'd rate that Electromatic. I think they're great budget Gretsch guitars.
Can you do additional lesson on the caged system?
I'm not doing the cage system. The cage system has never helped me. I learned the cage system and it never helped me once, and I will never ever teach the cage system because I think it's nonsense.
What is it?
They changed the cage system to the EdCage system because the cage system doesn't work. The cage system is basically a way of learning the guitar.
I've never even heard you talk about this.
Yeah, because it's nonsense. I don't agree with the cage system.
Okay.
I remember getting taught the cage system. It was like, it's the C chord in every position. Get bad. No, I won't teach a cage system. I don't agree with the cage system. I think it adds to confusion. Learning things in the key of C does not work on guitar. That's why they changed to EdCage, so it could be learned in E minor. But still, it's stupid. There are better and easier ways to learn the guitar. The cage system is definitely not one of them, in my opinion. I do not agree with it. I don't like it, and I will never teach it. I don't even know it, so I'm not going to do it.
But you learnt it?
I learned it, but I don't remember it. I had to
right.
learn it when I was in London, but I don't remember it.
Oh, right.
Because I thought it was nonsense, and I thought it was just gibberish, and in my opinion it is. There are better ways to learn the guitar than the cage EdCage system. It's just nonsense to me.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I got heated then,
You
did.
did.
But no, honestly, I reckon it's nonsense. I don't agree with it, and it's never helped me in my guitar playing, and I don't know many people outside of real theory-minded session guys and they don't even use it. It's just there. It's just this learning tool that doesn't work. It's like trying to screw in a screw with a hammer.
Should we move on from that question? Tube Screamers SD1, would that be DS1? Nobles don't always work well with solid state. How do they work with the CR120?
I've never had any problem. I've been told this a lot. Loads of people have said to me, "Oh, these Tube Screamers and stuff like that don't work on solid state amps." Yeah, they do. I used to have a TS808 and I've tried all sorts of different pedals, like from Boss Super Overdrives I used to have. Not a single one of those pedals has ever reacted badly to any of my solid state amplifiers. So I don't know where that comes from. Yeah, the CR120 loves Tube Screamers. I did a video on the CR120 with Tube Screamer. It adores it. I did it with a TS808 and a TS9. And the same thing with Marshalls. The Marshall MGs love it. The custom amp I used to have loved Tube Screamers and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know where that myth comes from. I think it's just any way to badmouth solid state. People will find a way. But I've never had any problems with pedals like that into solid state amps. They've always worked a treat.
Okay.
The TS808 especially worked a treat. It was great in the CR120.
Which Buckethead song did you play there? It was Binge and Grab, wasn't it? Yeah. Can you teach us the trademark Buckethead lick, or better, can you start a How to Play Like Buckethead series, please? That'd be insane.
No, I can't play like Buckethead, so I can't.
Yeah,
do
he is
How to Play.
Buckethead.
I mean, a lot of Buckethead stuff is this kind of like linear legato-y thing. It's a lot of stuff like that. It's a lot of legato though. It's not. Then there's a lot of kind of repeating runs. A lot of that kind of stuff. There's a lot of that in Buckethead's playing, which is basically, if you slow it down, which is that. So 10th fret on the B, 10th fret on the B. I don't, it might pixelate.
It might not.
So 10th fret on the B, 12th fret B, 13th fret B, and then go down to high E 10th fret, and then 12th fret high E, and then you go back to your 13th fret B, and then back down to the high E 12, 10, 12, 13. And when you have distortion like just, you know, stuff like that, those kind of patterns, you know, 10, 12, 13 on the B and the high E. And doing it in like a legato-y style just sounds like that kind of thing.
I have the same tapestry as the one behind you, Dave. Now I feel even closer to the legend himself. It's
Legend, where?
That's not Dave's, it's mine.
It's Joe's.
It's
but,
mine.
Yeah.
I have two. Hi Dave, can you get the Les Paul plugged in for some communication breakdown?
Give me a minute. Got to get it down like Ways of Torn. It probably won't be in tune because Les Paul's never are.
Oh, look at the pig.
Good gravy. I knew the reason I don't play this as much anymore.
It's on the wall.
It's so heavy. Okay. I can't remember the chorus. Something like that. I always play that. Stop it.
You know when you was talking about your Hendrix face?
Yeah.
Well, people have come given some names.
Oh, amazing.
Hendrixed
I like that one.
or Jimmyfied.
Oh,
Jimmyfied, eh?
Jimmyfied's good, but I do like Hendrix. Well, we will
I like
flip flop between the two.
I like Jimmyism.
What?
Jimmyism. Do you like folk music? If so, you play any?
Folk music.
Yeah.
I like not that kind of folk music. I like Martin Carthy folk music. I can't play any because I ain't got a guitar in the right tuning, and I can't play any even if I did. But I do like folk music. Certain folk music, yeah. You know, stuff when you know the kind of overly tuned stuff. So behave. You know, where you're like. That's not really folky, but it kind of is. No, that kind of open tune, kind of twiddly guitar stuff. I like that.
Sorry, I can't film vertically. It won't let me.
Horizontally, you mean?
No, Yeah, horizontal. No, vertically. Oh, either way. Vertically is that way. That's horizontally. I can't film vertically.
Got a real honk of this guitar. I love it.
How did you get to learn theory?
How did I get to learn theory? For one answer.
In a nutshell.
5 position of pentatonic scale, and then just figuring out extra notes. I'm not very good with my theory. I know enough to get me by, but I'm not the person who will be able to give you a massive detailed explanation on what I do and how I do it, kind of thing. Said theory. But 5 position of pentatonic scale are dead important, like massively important, and just finding notes that work in keys so you can kind of make things sing. God, the guitar sounds good. It's definitely a Les Paul.
Can you teach your version of Dark Necessities?
Let me go back to the Stratocaster now.
You're teaching it right now?
Well, I can just tell you the chords. It's dead simple. I was thinking of doing a cover of Dark Necessities, my version with my guitar parts, but I don't know. I can't remember. I can't remember what the intro is. But basically, what I'm doing is it's a C minor chord in that kind of room, and then I'm going to a G sharp or an A flat, where it's G sharp, a G sharp major. So it's kind of a C minor, and then to a G sharp, back to C, then it's to an F minor, and then to a G sharp major again. So verses kind of like C, G sharp, C, G sharp, F minor, G sharp, back to C again. And then the chorus, full out, is just fifth, so it's just power chords. So G sharp, F 5, and then it's C 5, and then B flat. And that's it. So, and then you just add in all the Hendrix kind of S twiddles, like the diddly dums in. Made sense. Probably didn't make sense, but I hope it made sense.
How come there's no way to donate money on this? There is. Dave has a Patreon.
I have a Patreon account. It's on my channel at the top right of my channel's homepage. There's links to all that. I just don't like to plug it. I'm just not very good at plugging that kind of thing. I'm not very good at self-promotion.
Dave has this Patreon to help him with this channel. The patrons that do donate to Dave helped him buy a new camera for his channel, and also helped to buy a few things to demo for you all that people have requested. So all the money that Dave gets on his Patreon goes towards his YouTube channel.
Everything I get goes towards my YouTube.
It does. Can you configure the Marshall Governor 2 Plus to sound like Boss DS2?
No.
Sorry, my English, haha.
I totally understand what
You
you're
are
on
my
about.
hero. Sorry.
You're my hero. Well, actually, everybody watching is my hero. So just so you know, everybody in there in YouTube land right now, you're all my hero. So, no, you can't get any other pedal sound like the DS2. The DS2 sounds like the DS2, and that's just the way it is. The DS2 is too unique. So no, you can't get the Governor to sound anything like the DS2. The DS2 just sounds like a JCM 800 / modded cranked plexi, and that's all it does, and that's why it's gorgeous. But you can't get it to sound like a DS2. DS2 sounds like a DS2.
Where am I?
You're there.
I am here. Okay.
My comedy genius literally knows no bounds. What?
Okay. Someone just said, that's not true, Dave. Go listen to the Lollapalooza 2018 in Brazil and in Chile, and the mix and the play is great.
I didn't like it. Sorry.
Moving on.
It's just personal preference. I don't like Josh in it. I just don't like Josh. There's no energy compared to what they used to have. I'm just sorry.
Dave, I think you should contact Marshall about sending you a Origin to review.
I already have. I've already contacted Marshall about the Origin, and I've never heard anything back. I contacted him twice. I never heard anything back. I've contacted quite a few companies. I contacted Boss recently about the Next Tone amp because I really want to try the Next Tone, but the price range that they are brand new puts it way out of my price range. So I contacted them saying, would it be possible to get one for loan for a demo purpose? And they said, no, it wouldn't be possible. Go away. So no, I would like to say that, I would like to do that, but I've already done it, and Marshall didn't get back in touch. So sorry. I would love to demo an Origin for you all, but it's just trying to get hold of one. It's so hard. What are you giggling at?
Apparently, you obsessing over John Frusciante reeks of weirdness. I love
You
that.
know it.
I bloody love that. I'm going to use that in my day-to-day life.
Trust me, I'm not even. I haven't even gone weird as I can get about how much I geek over John Frusciante. Trust me, I can go a lot weirder of how much I geek out over John Frusciante.
Rob Phillips called him a shirt lifter.
Who?
That Rob Phillips, the Katana guy.
Yeah. Who's a shirt lifter?
That guy who said that. Reeks of weirdness. That's amazing. I'm going to say that from now on.
My obsession with John Frusciante is weird, but I don't care. I love the man. That's all there is to it. I love his guitar playing. I love his music. I love the fact he's inspired me to want to play guitar in the first place more than anyone. And I love the fact that he's John Frusciante. He always does what he does. I mean, even when I don't like what he does, he's John Frusciante. But, I can get really weird on what I know about John Frusciante, but I'm not going to. Yeah. A lot of people have said, you talk about John Frusciante way too much, and it's like, yeah, I do, because I'm passionate about the man and about the way he plays and his sound and what he does, and I'm not the only person in the world who is this obsessed with John Frusciante, but I owe a lot of my guitar playing to John Frusciante.
Right, hang on, I need to put my phone on charge.
Ah, no, it's gonna die!
We're gonna die! Right.
Moving on.
Do you really want to know?
About 2 hours.
Yeah.
Good gravy.
It's gone fast, hasn't it?
That feels like 40 minutes.
You want to continue?
Yeah.
Right.
We're going to have to stop soon though, because it's getting late.
No, it's not.
It's 9 o'clock.
So, do you just stop playing? No. You play later than this. Hardly's little face. Anyway,
James break.
have you heard of Mattis Asato?
Mateus Asata.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, really nice guitar player. Yeah, very, very nice guitar player.
Tanya Z says, you remind me of Kurt Hammett from afar.
Anyway, get carried away with Kirk Hammett solos. It's the hair.
It's the hair.
He's got pugs though now. I can't afford pugs. Kirk can, so he has more hair than me now.
Which famous bass guitarist would you like to jam with?
Jaco Pastorius. Because it'd be an absolute catastrophic nightmare on my part. I would fail miserably, but it'd be amazing to put jam with Jaco Pastorius. Yeah.
Okay.
Do all that.
Have you ever tried a Charvel Cal Japanese model with the Damasio pickups?
No, sadly not. But I do love Charvels. I really want a San Dimas, though. I really want a San Dimas Charvel.
What is your opinion about John Mayer as a guitarist?
Stunning guitarist. Amazing guitar player, John Mayer. Absolutely awesome guitar player.
Okay, people stop arguing.
People arguing.
Well, I don't know.
What about?
I don't know, because somebody's like retracted the messages and stuff, so I don't know.
All be nice. There's no need for arguments. There's no need for anything like that. Everyone's welcome to their own opinion. No one's opinion's wrong. No one's opinion's right.
I don't know what it's about
opinion.
though. It just says stop bullying the animal you are worse than the Chinese. I don't know.
Let's just forget that. Let's move on.
Anyway, can you play femininity?
Femininity.
Yeah, exactly. Femininity from Smile from the Streets You Hold.
No, I can't. Sorry. I don't really like Smiles from a Street You Hold that much.
Okay. Do you ever sing John's backup vocals when you play Chili Pepper songs?
All the time. I sing John's backing vocals over Anthony's. I'm always the one going, hey, that's the one I say. Yeah, I'm always doing that. I'm never ever doing Anthony's vocal. And always it's like it's in the homicide. It's always those bits. It's never Anthony's vocal. It's always John Frusciante's bit.
Oh, that was funny. That was. What's your opinion on the Smiths' Johnny Marr type playing and arranging?
Amazing. Johnny Marr's guitar playing is stunning. I'm not a big advocate of it. I don't really know how to do it, but I do love it. Amazing.
Do you have plans to do any more of the CR120 series? It can do a Slayer, Seasons in the Abyss tone, as well as other more metal bands.
Metal's
System of a
not.
Down.
What?
System of a Down.
I've done System of a Down.
Oh, right,
I've done Darren Malakian. Metal's not really a forte of mine to play. I'm not very good at playing heavy metal stuff. But I am going to do more CR120 videos, yes, definitely. It's just getting round to them and doing them.
Did you update the Katana 2 version 3 yet?
No. I'm happy with the way it is. I don't need to upgrade it. I don't want to upgrade it. I like it the way it is. I don't feel the need. The same thing with the HX. I haven't upgraded the HX. I like them the way they are stock. I don't feel the need to. So it's still stock.
What's your opinion on the THR10? Thank you so much for the videos. You are great.
Oh, thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much. THR10. I haven't tried it. So I can't really. I don't like to comment on things I haven't tried because I feel it's kind of like it's wrong. You know, you're not giving a decent enough opinion, in my opinion. You know. If you haven't tried it, you shouldn't really comment. So I can't really tell you. But yeah, they look great. But I've never really tried them myself, so I can't really say.
Right, it's a follow-up question between the Mexican Strat and Japanese Strat and the Squire Vintage Modded Strat. Which would you say sounds closest to that John Frusciante 62 Strat sound?
There was Japanese, Mexican, and what was there? Japanese?
Oh, sorry. Mexican Strat, Japanese, and the Squire Vintage Modded Strat.
The vintage modded will get close, but the Japanese or the Mexican will get closer. The Japanese or the Mexican will probably get you the closest.
What are you eating? Monster Munch. What's your opinion on Radiohead?
I love Radiohead. Joe doesn't like Radiohead. I like Radiohead.
Can't stand them.
You know why? Because Joe's a creep. She's a weirdo.
You're a weirdo. You reek of weirdness.
I once got called Tom York's weird son. I was like, I ain't got the eye, but...
How about some Tenacious D? No. What's your opinion on Idols or Shame? Do you like them? Love you, Dave. Mr. Pickles. Oh, what a nice name.
That is a nice name.
You've got a picture of a dog. It sounds like a dog's name. Mr. Pickles.
I don't really listen to him, so I don't really have an opinion. Sorry.
What do you think of Native Howl?
Never heard of him.
Hi, Dave and Joe. Please would you play a bit from Hear My Trainer Coming on the Strat? Heaven to our ears. Love your channel to bits, man.
Anybody who says play Jimmy, I will oblige. Jimmy, what are you going to do?
Can you play some Bowie? Stop it!
Should be on the list tall. Let's be historically accurate here.
Awesome.
Mick Ronson, guitar genius.
Hi, Dave. I own this Squire Classic Vibe 50s Strat, which I absolutely love,
Nice.
but seem to quite often get a pain in my thumb joint when I play her. Did you have this problem when you had yours?
No. So like the neck might be a bit big, maybe if it's straining your thumb.
Would it be the shape of the neck?
Could be the neck. The shape of the neck could be a bit bad. I can't play V-necks because of that. I get cramp in my thumb if I play a V-neck. I get this pain that goes straight across my hand and into my thumb, and it actually cramps my hand up. So it could be the shape of the neck might not be suitable for your hand. You might have to reshape it. It might be too thick. It might be too thin. Just one of those things you have to kind of experiment and play around with and find out more than anything.
Do you like gypsy jazz stuff like Django and Ronsenberg?
Yeah, I used to. Well, I don't. I used to play it. I used to play a lot of Django. My brother still does. My brother's a really good gypsy jazz guitarist. Maybe one day I'll get him on the video, but I can't promise that. I'd have filmed me secretly. But yeah, I mean, I do like Django, but not as much as I used to. Borelli Le Green is a monster. Check out Borelli Le Green. Blow your mind.
Hi Dave, what type of map, I'm guessing that'd be amp, would you recommend to an intermediate player? I have a Line 6 Spider, which is okay, but I'm starting to get a bit more serious about playing guitar.
Boss Katana 50, seriously. Or a Marshall MG, or a Orange CR60. I've forgotten it. It sounds like that to me. It probably doesn't, but.
Could you do, to end the stream when we're done, could you do some soundscape stuff?
Happily, yeah. Okay. I'm going to have to finish soon, sadly, everybody.
Another
15 minutes.
What kind of music do you listen to? Favourite modern artist / band?
I'm listening to a lot of Devon Townsend recently. I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of modern music.
It's a lot of Devon, isn't it, at the minute?
I'm in a bit of a Devon Townsend freak out mode at this point in time.
Belinda Drake said, "Don't sing."
I won't. Don't worry.
Not again. Dave Simpson, I just shared your channel on Google.
Have you?
What was the song which originally inspired you to play guitar?
Basket Case by Green Day. First ever song I learned, first song that I ever wanted to learn. And first song I learned all the way through.
Hey mate, just recently got a fuzz face. Could you show or tell me any tricks?
Fuzz face. Everything on 10.
There we go.
Into an overdriven amplifier. Don't run it into a clean don't run it into an clean amp. It wants to be semi-overdriven. And everything on 10. It's the ultimate setting.
Belinda Drake says, Dave Simpson, hello mate. Come on, Rory lessons please. I'm shocked you don't know your notes. Unlocking the Neck lesson 2 in D of Rory Gallagher. I'll show you.
I'll get to more Rory, don't worry.
Do you ever use slapback delay? If so, on what context?
Not really, no. I don't really like slapback delay. I mean, it's got its place, but the shortest delay I use is this. It's not really a slapback. It's more of a solo. No, I don't really use slapback. The singer in the band Dukes Louie uses slapback a lot, but I don't really like slapback much. No, I don't really use it.
Have you ever played a Fender Deluxe Nashville Telecaster MIM 3 pickups? And
yes.
If you have, would you recommend it over a standard?
No. I thought it was alright, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it. So it wasn't a guitar that I would ever recommend to anybody. I mean, I'm sure they are great. They feel and sound great, but I don't like them. It's just something about it that it didn't agree with me, and I didn't agree with it.
Can you play? I've got a couple of people say, can you play the Wet Sand solo?
I've already done it.
I know you've already done
Can we do
it.
it again?
If you want, or Charlie outro.
Charlie outro.
I'm getting bored with this gal. I don't know who the gal is.
Uh-huh.
10 years, no theory, give me a break. I love theory. Do you use second, fifth substitutes?
I have no idea what that even means.
Nobody cares.
Second fit I've never understood substitutes. I know what fifth is, a power chord. I know what major and minor is. But I don't really know that. But yeah, I mean I'm not really clued up on theory. A lot of people aren't. You know.
It's not the be and end all.
No, it's not. I mean look at BB King. Ask BB King to tell you what he did. You know.
Hang on. What do you think of Alice Cooper?
I like Alice Cooper. Not a great deal, but I do like Alice Cooper. I love 80.
Never seen you play any PRS guitars. Any reason why?
I can't afford them. Number one.
I don't like PRSs.
I'm not really a fan of PRS. Yeah,
I don't like the necks.
I've played a lot of PRSs, but I've never really played any that I've gone, oh, I want that. You know what I mean? I've played a lot of PRS from the cheap, kind of the ones with the PRS soap bar pickup ones, those ones, to really stupid expensive PRS like Custom 24s and McCarthy's. But I've never really found one that I like. I just don't get on with them. There's just something about a PRS that doesn't sit well with me. It's the same as like certain. I've never got on with Guild guitars, and I've never got on really well with certain Gibsons, certain Gretches, certain Fenders as well for that matter. Jazzmasters. I hate Jazzmasters. Oh, well, Jazzmasters hate me. I just can't get on with Jazzmasters. There's just something about the way the Jazzmaster feels and sounds that I just don't like. It's just one of those things. It's just, personal preference, really, at the end of the day. It's just all it is.
Dave, what do you think to Jeff Healey? Love Jeff Healey.
How that man learned to play and played the way he did is an inspiration to all guitar players. How he... I can't do it. Jeff could, and I can't. Jeff Healey is a god.
Oh, so good.
Jeff Healey is a god.
How to start using the A minor pentatonic for blues? I can't make things up.
I'll teach you the one blues lick you'll always need to know. A minor. Bend up the 7th fret on the G, the tone, to the 9th fret, and then take your with your ring finger. So with your ring finger, bend up the 7th fret on the G, and then go to your high E on the 5th, and then go to the B on the 5th, and then bend up the 8th fret on the B string, a tone. So that lick. It's a classic blues lick that every guitarist needs to know. And you can vary it. You can actually bend up. You can do that and then bend up the high E, and then release the bend. Minor pentatonics. That's just minor pentatonics. There's no other tomfoolery going on in there. There's no extra added notes, no modal things, and no thing. It's just that scale.
Would you like to try the Silver Sky?
I would love to try the Silver Sky, yeah. I would like to know what it feels like. I'd like to know what it feels like, what it sounds like. I've got to say, I'm not overly impressed with what... I was watching that pedal show the other day, and that Mick on there, he was trying the Silver Sky, and he said the Silver Sky was just not. He said it was found it hard, the hardest guitar to play out of all these Strats he was using, which is very interesting. I'd love to try Silver Sky. Yeah. Probably never will, but I'd like to try.
Can you get a Paul Kossoff tone on the Katana, as I'm thinking about getting the amp?
Yes, you can get a Paul Kossoff tone on the amp. Go to the lead. Well, actually, would it be the lead on brown? Let's try.
Let's try. Where is he?
He's somewhere behind there. Oh, Mr. HX a sec.
Oh, I see him.
Thank you. Great camera work, Joe. Great camera work.
Sorry. It was actually pointing on you, so you know.
Too much reverb.
Big.
Too much gain. Yeah, I mean that's just straight into the guitar now. I'm on the brown mode as well, and the gain is at 8 o'clock. So yeah, you can get a pretty good kind of Paul Kossoff kind of tone. I'll let you know the setting of what that is. So I'm on the brown mode. I've got the gain at 8 o'clock. I've got the volume all the way up. I've got bass at 12 o'clock. I have middle and treble all the way off. And I have reverb at 9 o'clock as well. And it gives you that real classic-y, blues rocky kind of tone.
Hang on. Can you slap on the guitar?
Hmm?
Can you slap on the
No.
guitar?
No, I can't. Not very well. Anyway. No, not very well.
In one bar?
Yeah, I know, but I'm hiding it with the wah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Otherwise, it's not. Yeah.
Do you
Sounds
play?
like an envelope filter.
Do you play loud in your house, and do you know your neighbours?
I don't play loud, no. I don't play super loud. Everyone's like, oh, you must annoy your neighbours. I don't play super loud. I play about 80 dB is about the limit of where I get to in the app. But luckily, no, I've got the best neighbours in the world.
They love listening to you play, don't
Yeah,
they?
they don't mind, luckily. I've got the best neighbours in the world.
What OD? I don't know if it's, what OD do you prefer? I don't much like my TS9.
Overdrive, I like Marshall Jackhammer. I like the Marshall Jackhammer. I like the Tone City Golden Plexi, and I like the Marshall Bluesbreaker 2 for overdrive. They're my favourite. They're my top three. I used to have a Tube Screamer and a Boss Super Overdrive, but it didn't really work out for me. So.
Have you
Really
read
sound.
Anthony Kiedis' autobiography, Scar Tissue? And if you have, what are your thoughts on it?
I have read it, yeah. I really liked it as a book. I can't remember much of it now because I read it many years ago.
I'm having trouble improv soloing with a clean sound, especially on Californication.
Okay. F sharp minor pentatonics for Californication. The simpler and sparse you are with Californication, the easier you'll find it. You don't want to go into it. You don't want to go into it. want to be going into it with a solo like that. It wants to be a lot more sparse, so kind of you don't want to be going hell for leather into it. It just wants to be nice and sparse-ish. You don't want to go crazy into it. Just breathe and relax. And it just takes time. Again, practice. It will come. It'll just take time. You will get there though eventually. Len's destroying things.
He is. Hi Dave. I'm wondering about the tone for. Is it doused? The triad riff sounds more gained up and fuzzy than John's regular tone. How do you achieve this?
What song?
Is it dosed?
Dosed.
Dosed, that's the one. Dosed.
Which part of dosed though? Cause...
Is it the triad?
Oh, the triad. Yeah.
Triad riff.
The picky riff.
Yeah.
Sounds what he said. Sorry.
Sounds more gained up and fuzzier than John's regular tone. How do I achieve this?
I wouldn't say it's more gained up. I would say, by the way, it's actually cleaner. If I'm being perfectly honest with you.
What?
I mean, it's fairly distorted, but it's no more distorted than what John's tone normally is. So it's just the same thing as usual, really. Just go for a cleanish neck pickup single coil kind of sound.
Have you ever tried the EMG single coil, the Gilmore model that he used on his red Strat?
No, I never tried it, but it sounds gorgeous. And if Dave Gilmore makes it sound that way, then it's a good pickup. I've heard a lot about EMG single coils though.
My God!
Yeah, that Dave Gilmore.
Sorry, 1 second.
What's he doing?
Is it eating my chocolate?
Len's eating chocolate. Len, stop eating chocolate. It'll go away.
Ah, look what he's done.
Rebellious little character.
Have you ever wrote a love song to your girl?
I have actually, although she doesn't like it.
Which one?
It was on my second album.
No, I do like it. Yes, I did.
It. Everybody, just for the record, I wrote a love song. Yes, it was very
lovely.
Lovely song. And Jo says it now, but when I showed her it, she absolutely hated it.
I didn't hate it.
I'm sorry, but you did.
I probably did.
Yeah, she did. She hated it. Everybody. So yeah, I have wrote that song. I wrote another love song as well, but it wasn't aimed at anybody.
No, it was aimed
at. It wasn't aimed at anybody actually. So I wanted to write a kind of 50s kind of inspired. Kind of 50s kind of ballady kind of song, and I wrote one called Nightlight. I'm not very good at writing lovey songs. Most of my songs are really dark and horrific in their subject matter. So, but I did write I did write a little song for Jo, and she hated it. So there we go.
What was it called?
I don't remember.
I swear I liked it.
No, you hated it. You couldn't stand it. I remember at one point I went to play it again, like literally about a year ago, and you're like, turn that off.
Did I?
Yeah. Trust me, I remember that.
Maybe you should write me a new one.
Maybe she was like picky.
Have you ever listened to the Yardbirds, and if so, what are your thoughts on their music?
can't play that. I like some of the Yardbird stuff, but not all of it. I just like some of the bit. That riff's ace. That's gonna annoy me if I don't remember. I can't remember how to play that riff. Over on the side where he's down is probably one of the coolest Yardbird songs.
Yes, I am vaping.
That does surprise me. You can see the plume of smoke. It's my own smoke machine. I should start doing my Ingve Malmsteen riff. That's for Ingve.
Has anyone seen that Meat Manifesto bloke on the other channel? Haha, he's trying to be Dave but can't quite pull it off.
No, I haven't seen that.
What's the difference between... No, I won't say that.
What?
I think it's a joke.
What is it anyway?
Oh, it's the answer. What's the difference? No, I'm not going to say it.
What is it? You can't do that.
What's the difference between a Jew and a pizza? The pizza didn't scream in the oven.
Ho, ho.
Yeah.
The lowest levels of hell are reserved for people like you.
Alright.
Mate.
Is Clapton the best of his generation?
No. I'm sorry, I'm disgusted at that. That is
I know. I
disgusting.
did say I wasn't going to read it out.
Yeah, no, but I thought being like, no, it has to be a stupid troll going, I'm clever, I've got a horrific joke about the Holocaust. Oh, let's all have a laugh. How about we come around to your house and point and laugh at you? Disgusting. Sorry, everybody, that got me angry.
Would you like me to continue?
Yes, let's get off that subject.
Please. Hang on. Blah, 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 blah. No. My budgie learned the cage system.
Good for your budgie.
Can you give your thoughts on the Squire Classic 550 Strat? Any issue with thumping? Oh no, we've already answered that one.
Okay. It's a great guitar. Awesome guitars. Classic vibes are amazing.
Love your playing, Dave, and look forward to each of your videos. A big shout out from Fallbrook, California.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Vox V220X thoughts.
Never tried one. Don't get on with them at all. I find them fizzy, thin, and nasty.
What do you think of Zach Wilde?
I don't have an opinion on Zach. He's just one of those guitarists, I just don't have an opinion.
Okay. Do you think the orange CR60C can play a gig?
Oh yeah, it does. It can. I used mine when I still had it. I had to gig with, and it was plenty loud enough. You have to run it quite cranked, like 6-7, but it can easily do a gig, not mic'd up.
What are the settings that you got with the Katana and that Les Paul?
The settings were brown mode on the Katana. The gain is at 8 o'clock. The volume is all the way up. Bass is at 12 o'clock. Mid and treble were all the way off, and I had reverb at 9 o'clock.
Favorite Chili Peppers jam?
Nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. The one that goes. That one, gorgeous. Was that on the By the Way? I was on the Can't Stop single. I think I was on the B side of Can't Stop single. I forget. I've got it upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Hang on. Sorry, there's a little conversations going on in the things. So I have to.
How many people are on anyway? Out of curiosity.
114.
Good gravy.
So you don't really want to stop right now. Dave, please play The Look on solo.
Ooh, I don't remember it. Of it, sorry. It's about as much as I can remember.
John O'Neill is thinking of getting his big toe grafted onto his hand to do the twilly dums. Thumb envy. What telly pickups does John use?
What's that?
Telly pickups does John use?
Stock old ones. Whatever came in the guitar when it was new. That's what he used, as far as I know. I don't think there are reissues or anything.
What multi-effects are you using? Sounds great.
I am using the Line 6 HX effects. The next one I'm charging.
Important question. How is it possible for a song to be as perfect as 10 to Butter Blood Voodoo?
Oh, that song. Just is. There is no answer to that.
What do you recommend for Gilmore sound? A flanger or a chorus or both?
I would say a chorus more than a flanger, although they did use a flange. But I would say a chorus is probably more.
Dave, is your sister and your mum on?
No.
Yeah, it's Girl on Fire. It's just Tot.
Hello, Tot. My sister's here.
And your mum?
Hello, Mum.
Okay. Dave, can you help me? Lately I have had an issue with my WH10. It's like it has lost wah intensity. I mean, it has lost a lot of power in the sound, and I don't know why. I didn't change anything.
Is the dial on the side turned down? Because there's the intensity dial on the Ibanez wire. If it's turned all the way down, it basically does nothing. Check the dial on the side. If that's turned all the way down, crank it all the way up, and if not, that'll be broken. You'll have to get a replacement on it. So they do die. So sadly you have to get a replacement pot, which is never fun. But it can be done.
Dave, in your opinion, what are the best techniques to focus on to increase fluid speed across the fretboard? Yours is fantastic. Is it 50-50 pick hand, fret hand?
Yeah, they both need to talk to each other. You can't go flying up and down the neck without one hand speaking to the other. They both need to be in sync with each other. Yeah, you need them to both behave. But again, that's just, repetition. Practice and repetition. Just go in like a simple pattern like that. Oh my god. A little pattern like that will do wonders for it, but start off slow. And then gradually speed it up and then put distortion on it, and it makes it easier. Got silly.
Tot thinks you smell like rat milk.
That is very true. Being my sister, you will know that. You will know that I bathe in rat milk.
I totally love the intro music of your Q&A Wednesday.
Which one?
#11. Could you make a lesson out of it?
I can try. I'll have to go back and relearn it. Again, the intros to Q&As, I don't know what I do. I just do it. I record something before the video, I press record, I solo over it, and that's the intro. On occasion, if a guitar goes out of tune or I break a string or whatever, I'll redo it. But mostly it's just one take stuff.
Do you play around with the Katana Tone Studio, and do you plan a video series like you did the CR120?
I don't play around with it. No, I'm not clever enough to plug. For some reason, I plugged my laptop into it and I couldn't make head or tail of what to do with it. I was like, I'm out of my depth. So no, I don't play around with the Tone Studio. And I do plan to do a series like that with a Katana. Yes.
Why haven't you been featured with the Anderton/Rob Chapman YouTube group? There's dozens of YouTubers in this group.
I'm too ugly. I'm too ugly and I'm going bald, and I like solid stay abs. I know, it could be multiple things, I don't know.
For Shanty or Hendrix? I don't think you can answer that, can
I
you? Or Hendrix.
No, John Frusciante.
Wow, over Hendrix.
If I had to pick between Jimi Hendrix and John Frusciante, it has to be John Frusciante because John Frusciante is my biggest influence over Jimmy, as much as it pains me to say that, but that is very true. John, I've learned more from John than I have with Jimmy. What I learned from Jimmy about Jimmy originally came from John, and I love John Frusciante. You know, I listen to John Frusciante more than I listen to Jimi Hendrix. Even though I love Jimi Hendrix, and they are on par, but John is slightly above.
Can you play some Iron Maiden?
Oh, you evil man! Has to be a trooper. It's not my favourite song.
This might be a blast from the past for you, Dave. I don't know if you know, but hey, bro, I went to Guitar Institute with you in Kilburn.
No way. Who is it? What's...
Tony Phoenix.
No way. Amazing. Hello.
Yeah, we used to jam blues. LOL. Glad to see you doing well with your channel. Always enjoyed your playing, buddy. Have a wicked New Year. P.S. Well, deliver your 62.
He was one of the best Steve Ray Vaughan guitarists I've ever seen. If anybody could play like Steve Ray Vaughan, it was that guy. He was amazing. Awesome guitarist. That's wicked. Hello, that's well cool. I remember jamming Lenny. Yeah, awesome guitar player.
Can you play Shadow Play? Love this song.
There you go, Rory.
Would you do an interview on Anderton TV Fast?
Yeah, love to. I would love to meet the captain, Lee, and I'd love to meet him. I'd love to jam with him because I think he's an awesome guitar player. And he's got like, I prefer his playing over Rob's. I just love his playing. Yeah, there's a couple of times where he's done guitar solos and I'm like, good God, this is an amazing guitarist. And he says he's not, but he is. He's an amazing guitarist. I'd love to do an interview with him, but I highly doubt that'll happen. But weirder things have happened.
Well, yeah.
Mainly to do with ghosts.
What is your top 10 favourite guitarists?
Top 10.
Yep.
John Frusciante, Jimi Hendrix, Peter Green, Rory Gallagher, Gary Moore, Paul Kossoff. I'm losing my fingers. Where are we? We're on 7, weren't we?
6.
6. So 7. Mike McCready, Stone Gossard. Devin Townsend's got to be in there now. And one more.
Was it the Iron Maiden?
Richie Blackmore. Oh, and Dave Murray. Dave Murray would have to be in there. Sorry, I'm going to have 11. So yeah, those 11. Sorry.
Mum says she loves you so much.
Oh,
Mum.
Thank you, Mum.
How do you block a tremolo off?
Just get a huge wodge of wood and wedge it in there. Or just screw the claw all the way in. The 2 screws in the back of the tremolo cavity, just ram them all the way in.
Dave, have you listened to Meltdown Wankers? They seem to me have an BSSM Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah. Sorry. When it's like short words like I'm like, what? Yeah.
No, I've never heard of that. Is what wicked name.
Do you still have the Revelation Ghost? Thinking of getting one, and wondered if you still had one you demoed, and do you still play it?
Sadly not. I wish I still had the Ghost because I loved the Ghost, but the Ghost I had was the prototype. So I couldn't keep it, and I couldn't buy it. So no, sadly I don't have a Ghost, but I want one because they are amazing, and I think they're so cool the way they look. And it sounded amazing as well. Really unique.
Could you please play something from Mother's Milk for us?
Play what we're gonna play.
Dave, will you ever tell us why scar tissue is so meaningful to you?
Yes, I've got to soon because I've done. Yes, soon.
Do I know?
Yes, you know.
All right. Just wondering. Hey, Dave, watching in the bath and running out of bubbles. Feeling a bit vulnerable now. Maybe time to go. Thanks.
There's some bath music. That's porn.
That's porn music.
No, that's not porn music. Porn music's slower. That's getaway music. Quick, get in the car.
Yeah.
Porn music's more like.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah. Dave, I just wanted to say I bought a vintage V130 based on how good you said they play. You weren't lying, it plays better than my custom telly shop. I'm blown away at the quality.
Yeah, awesome. I'm happy to hear good things about vintage because all I've heard recently is negativity. So it's
Can you play Castles Made of Sand?
Happily.
What's your favourite Jimmy song to play?
Machine Gun. It's just so involved. It's just that. Going forever and ever and ever if I don't stop there. But it's Machine Gun. It's just so you can never get the intensity, but it's just great to play. It feels good to play. It releases a lot when you play it.
What's your resolution?
Don't have one. I don't do New Year's resolutions.
No one ever sticks to them, really, do they? How do you build up speed in your playing?
Practice and just going over things over and over and over again. It's just practice and just learn. You just eventually learn. It just takes time. Speed comes in time. It just comes. You're eventually just able to do it.
Will you someday do a how to play like Richie Blackmore?
Yes, one day I will.
Have you ever rolled up to a random guitar shop, picked up a guitar, proceeded to blow the minds of unsuspecting patrons? Yes, he has.
Yeah, but not the way you expect. In guitar shops, I played this. Which I think is more impressive than shredding. It's nicer and it's a song. You know, but there was always times way back when I first started playing guitar, you'd walk into guitar shops and all you'd hear is this. You know, you just hear mindless shredding or was played every time I went into this local guitar shop, which sadly isn't there anymore, called Pools, where I bought my first guitar. There was always somebody doing that riff. I named it the Pools riff because every time I walked in there, somebody was playing that blooming riff. But yeah, I don't like to go into a guitar shop and just start shredding mindlessly. I'd much rather just pick up the guitar and either do something like Albatross, or if I'm going to play something a bit more rocky, do something like Free, like, you know, Fire and Water or Steeler or something like that.
There's been a few times we've gone to a guitar shop, Dave just sat down, started playing like Albatross or something, and not even noticed, but when he looked up, there was like, literally like a semicircle of people stood around him. It was weird.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Albatross draws people in though. There is something about that song when you start playing it.
Draws people in, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's just gorgeous. Anyway.
Are you a fan of Paul Gilbert?
Yes, I love Paul Gilbert. Paul Gilbert is awesome. He's not like one of the big guitarists on my list, but he's definitely on there.
I traded my CR120 and Trainer Custom Special 100 head for a new PRS. Do you hate me?
No, no. You do what's right for you. Never ever let anybody dictate what you want to do or what you feel is right for you. Do what you want to do.
What town are you from? My daughter is studying English and she really likes how you say but and anyway in your videos. What area is that accent?
Is it Lincolnshire?
Shire.
Lincolnshire. That's how you say it around here. It's not Shire. You don't say Shire. We're not hobbits, although we do have extremely hairy feet.
Well, you might.
Lincolnshire. We're from Lincolnshire in the UK. And, what
But
was it?
anyway.
Anyway.
Are you a fan of King's X?
Yes. He uses CR120s.
Why is Don't Forget Me your favourite Red Hot Chili Pepper song?
It just strikes a chord with me, no pun intended. There's just something in Don't Forget Me that just really hits me square in the face. Hits me in the fields, man. But yeah, not in the fields. Yeah, hits me right in the fields. What kind of wheels of feet? Anyway.
Oh, you two are together. So happy. Dave's got someone to love.
Yes. Yeah, we are. We're very much in love, aren't we? Yes, we are.
Yeah, no,
And
look
there's
at
somebody
him.
over there as well.
He does that all the time, but, you know, he'd cry if I left.
She knows I don't mean it.
Yeah, kind of. I do sometimes think, does he love his guitar more than me? Can we have some surf melodies?
What?
Surf.
Surf melodies.
Yeah.
I'll play you my surf song. That's my surf song, everybody, and it's called Carpal Tunnel Syndrome. So that's what you get after you play it. There you go. World exclusive. It's actually not. It's on my Bandcamp, but hey.
Dave.
Joe.
My son has the old Line 6 Spider Jam combo and it served him well for years, but he's tired of it. Any recommendations on a good sounding quality combo amp?
Boss Katana 50. Dirt cheap. Sounds amazing. That's what you're hearing right now. Sounds amazing!
What do you think of John Petrucci?
Petrucci.
Yeah, that one.
Not really a big... He's an amazing guitarist, but I'm not a fan of his music, so...
Is that a new Strat?
No, I've had this one for ages, just that I don't use it a great deal, but I've recently put a scratch player on it and I love it. It's a real Frankenstein guitar. There's not much of it that's original anymore.
I bought it.
Joe bought me it, yes.
Can the Boss Katana do thrash tones?
I have no idea. I mean, it depends on what your definition of thrash is. I mean, it's quite fizzy, I'm guessing. Well, not fizzy. I can't play thrash, but you get the idea.
Dave, you have never had this question, I believe. Name some players who have your favourite vibrato.
John Frusciante, Peter Green. Paul Kossoff's probably got the most amazing vibrato. It's just like he's got a tremolo arm. The man's scary. Like Danny Kerwin. Danny Kerwin's got amazing vibrato. Jimi Hendrix had stunning vibrato. But yeah, you know, my favourite one, I don't know, I like too many people. I do love Peter Green. Where he does that
Rory
kind of
Gallagher's
thing.
got a
Rory
good
Gallagher's
one.
got an amazing
Yeah.
vibe. But he doesn't vibrato a great deal, Rory doesn't. It's quite surprising. Same as John, they don't vibrato a great deal. There's a lot of just held notes.
Playing comfortably number for 30 next month. Got the CR120 yesterday. Any ideas and good tips for tone?
Comfortably numb, you want to be on the dirty channel. I would say, well, depending on your guitar, this is how I would set it up. So don't take this as gospel because you might need to change it. But I would, if I was doing a guitar solo comfortably numb, I would have that on the dirty channel. I'd have the volume all the way up. I'd have the bass. I'd have the treble off. I would have the mids off. I would have the bass off, and I'd have the gain at 8 or 9. But again, that'll work for me. It might not necessarily work for you, but that's how I would have it. Volume all the way up. Treble, bass, and middle all the way down, and gain at about 9. I'm probably not full out, but a little bit pretty much. Just so I can stop if need to. Just so you can do that.
How long have you been playing guitar for?
16 years.
I got a DS2, a Boss CE5, and a Crybaby for my birthday yesterday. They're my first pedals, and it's amazing.
Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday.
Pedals
Awesome.
are fun, aren't they?
Pedals are fun, yeah. It's good fun to plug straight into an amp, but it's more fun when you've got pedals to accentuate that.
Hey Dave, what do you what do you think about John's collaboration with, is it Dua?
Yeah, amazing. Amazing. Awesome.
It's better than the techno stuff. It is.
Especially his recent song.
Every time I see a used CR120 on KIJIJI or whatever, I reference Dave's channel. Why did John leave the band? They were on top.
He had enough. John had enough. He wanted to go in a different direction that Chili Peppers couldn't take him, basically. That's what happened.
Are you going to do a lesson on Jimi Hendrix Boulder's Love?
At some point, yeah. No one ever plays Boulder's Love Jimmy's way. Everyone plays it the John Mayer way. There's a million Instagram videos of Boulder's Love, and it's none of it's Jimmy. It's all John Mayer.
Will you someday do a hat? No, we've had that one. We've had that one. Hey, Dave. Thoughts on Dweezil Dapper? Zapper.
Just mentally good. Literally crazy good.
Is it an actual Ibanez Wah 10 pedal an essential piece of gear to get the John Frusciante sound?
No.
What are you using right now?
I'm using a Vox Silvertop, and if I go to a preset where I've got distortion, I can kind of do a pseudo wah wah John thing. So you can kind of do that pseudo thing. That's just a Vox wah wah, you know. It's not 100%, but it's, it'll do.
24-hour stream? I don't think we're going to do a 24-hour stream.
No, I think I'll die.
I think we'll be dead.
We're going to have to stop soon because it's
Okay.
getting a bit on the late. So
Okay.
It is 10 past 10, everybody in the UK right now!
Hi. Okay. Hey, Master Dave. What's your top 5 pedals of all time?
Line 6, HX, Zoom G2, Boss DS2, Vox Silvertop Wah, Ibanez Wah pedal, and the Marshall Governor.
I think that was 6.
Oh well.
What do you think about Soothsayer by Buckethead?
No, it's great. Pop that up. But yeah, love Soothsayer.
I just want to say one thing to Richard and Rudd. I'm sorry, but you're spelling Jimi Hendrix wrong.
It doesn't matter.
I know, but I'm sorry. I'm very. You know what I'm like.
Yeah, no,
Right.
it doesn't matter.
Can you play Bold?
Forget that, doesn't it?
Sorry. Can you play Bold as Love?
Happily.
Yeah.
Favorite bit. I could go on, but I'm gonna have to stop there because I will ramble on guitar. Okay.
Does Joe Bonamassa float your boat?
Used to. I actually preferred Joe when he had his Silver Jubilees and his reissue Les Pauls. I don't really like his tweed tone as much as his Marshall Van Wielden Category 5 tone. But
No, these aren't the. These boots are from a previous Rabbit.
yeah,
Looks like it, but they're not.
that one was Steve and that one was Clive. They were good. They tasted great.
Can you play some Deep Purple but not Smoke on the Water?
Um, no one ever plays that song. It's got one of the most amazing riffs of all time in it.
1 second. How many guitars is it okay to love at the same time?
As many as you can fit in your collection. Millions.
What was the best concert you've attended?
The best was probably Chili Peppers at Hyde Park, followed by them at Don Valley and Pearl Jam, and then Rise Against and people like that. They were amazing. But yeah, Chili Peppers at Hyde Park had one of the most amazing atmospheres.
Would you rather have an exact copy of John's 55 Strat and only be able to use valve amps, or only play Squires and you can use the CR120?
Squires? I ain't got a problem with that. Thanks to Master Nick, I have a replica of John's 55, but not quite, but it's mine. That's what my guitar's based on.
Who's your favourite drummer?
Mitch Mitchell.
Can you play Bark at the Moon?
I can try. It might be a bit messy because I ain't got the right sound. Just turn down the switch a bit too much bottom end on that sound for JQ Lee. JQ Lee didn't have a lot of low end, so it's when you're doing the triplet, it gets a bit muddy. So yeah, not quite the right sound, but yeah, you get the idea.
Are you a fan of Tool?
Yes.
Do you listen to the Queen of the Stone Age?
No.
Can you explain Texas Shuffle?
Yeah.
Would that be like a?
Texas
Would that be
Shuffle.
better?
Texas Shuffle's got a stagger. It's a feel. Texas Shuffle is a feel more than a technique or anything else. It's this kind of jerky, staggered feel to it. It's like it's not. You're not walking down the street like this. You're walking down the street like this. Not like that.
Good impression.
That's my definition of Texas Shuffle. Texas Shuffle isn't this kind of blues. It's this. It pulls you back. It's constantly doing this thing, and it never stops. It's a just constant jerky pulling back on the beat. That's Texas Shuffle. It's a feel, but I can't do very well.
What is your experience with tinnitus?
Hey, no. I don't know. It's just not very nice. You just gotta protect your ears. Always wear earplugs when you're playing loud. Quiet volumes like this is okay, but loud volumes, always wear earplugs. Protect your hearing.
Favorite
Jimmy
Oasis
would
song.
say, watch out for your ears.
Favorite Oasis song.
Probably Acquiesce. Although I do have a favourite guitar solo of Noel's. It's not really a guitar solo, but it kind of is. Stand By Me, where he goes. Yeah, that's another video for another time.
Dave, you're the reason my Wednesdays are bearable. Thank you very much.
Happy
Oh,
to hear
isn't
that.
that
Thank you very
lovely?
much indeed.
That's
That means a lot. Thank you very much.
They're talking about you liking the aliens and the thing.
Oh yeah.
Thoughts on Jimmy's song "My Friend from Cry of Love"? A lesson on one day, perhaps.
Maybe. If I can get to it.
What are your favourite John Frusciante solo albums?
My favourite John Frusciante solo album of all time is Inside of Emptiness, followed by Shadows Collide, and then probably Neandra.
Can you play some Clash?
Oh yes, I can play some Clash. Let's do let's do that one because I've got a phaser.
Can your girlfriend play any instrument?
Yeah, Jo can play guitar, and she can sing really well as well. It's sickening. Don't worry, Jo, I won't get you to play.
Thank you.
Although I did think about it.
I know it. I need it. I can't play very well. Okay,
She can play better than she thinks she can.
I can play enough to play live for myself and sing. That's enough. Can you play riff from AC/DC's Thunderstruck?
Oh, I can never not remember the next bit. Like, properly. I've cocked it up. Something like that. I don't know if that was right, actually. I always get it mixed up. I need to sit down and learn it properly.
How did we meet?
Jo was pummeling me in the head while mugging me. And then, we just kind of, she just won't let me leave.
No, basically.
Have you seen that film Misery? That's what's going on right now.
Yeah, you can't walk
what
really.
What you can't see is the chain on my ankle that she broke a couple of years ago with a sledgehammer. It wasn't very nice.
Right, basically, Dave's old drummer, very long time ago, he was in a relationship with.
Hang on a minute. Let's do some music to this.
Okay. Dave's old drummer from a long time ago. That sounds a little weird. He was in a relationship with my sister, and that's how I met Dave. 9 years ago.
Yeah.
10 years in September. Next September. Okay. Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Can you perform a somersault? Yes, we can.
What?
I don't know. Can you perform a somersault? I don't know.
I'll break my neck.
Play some real heavy stuff. Niall.
Can't play any Nile. Or the heaviest riff of all time.
Where was it? Dave, you had to play like for shanty videos taught me pentatonic across the neck, and I've had so much fun with that skill and improved a lot since learning it.
Awesome. Happy to hear. Very happy to hear that.
If Randy Rhoads was still alive, do you think he would still be making music today?
Oh yeah, but I don't think it'd be rock. He would have gone the way of kind of classical. He would have probably been like a composer. He'd be like Jason Becker kind of stuff.
Do you play Hey Joe to Joe?
Sometimes.
You have done, haven't you?
Yeah.
Do you prefer to write songs on electric guitar or an acoustic guitar? Also, do you think that powerful songs come from somewhere deeper than just a songwriter and their instrument?
Yes, definitely agree with that last part. I prefer to write on electric. I don't like playing acoustic really that much, unless it's open tuned. Where are we? Right, we're going to have to call it a day in 5 minutes.
Okay.
It's 10:30, everybody.
Jesus.
It's a long Q&A.
Thanks for doing these Q&As, and thanks for your dedication to the people of the tube.
Thank you very
We need
much.
more Joe in... No, Joe. My name's in there. We need more Dave in this world, and Joe's too. I found your channel recently from the Boss Katana 50 demo. Stayed for the amazing guitar playing. Love it. Cheers to you both.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you all very much indeed.
Hey Dave, can you say Ryan Clark? We did this last time.
What?
Hey Dave, can you say Ryan Clark?
Ryan Clark. I can say like really surprised.
We did that
Ryan
last
Clark.
time.
Like do it in many different ways. Ryan Clark.
Ryan Clark. We did this last
Yeah.
time. Do you play or have you played any video games?
Oh yes. Currently playing Resident Evil 7. Is it 7? Yes, it is 7.
Hi Dave and Joe. Dave, can you play the Pizza Hut Shuffle?
I have no idea what it is.
Ryan Clark. What do you think about?
Ryan Clark.
What do you think about Oh, we've answered that one.
Okay.
What do you think to the new John Frusciante song? Which one?
You might. Well, if it's just the noise one, I might as well just done this.
Oh, okay. 1 second. Let me
Nothing
find
against
it.
John, but my gravy.
I've just been told off
What for?
because I skipped someone's question by accident. I'm gonna say it now. Jonas. I know you don't like black metal, but give it a go, my friend.
I have done. I can't find anything in it. It doesn't do anything for me. I've tried. I've listened to stuff like that, but it just doesn't do anything for me. There's just nothing in it for me. Sorry.
Love your playing and attitude and inspiration to all.
Well, thank you very much.
Thanks for the awesome videos. Keep it up. More
Will do.
Joe. Great show, Dave. I recently had the pleasure of having Dave in our radio show. Such a brilliantly pleasant guy. Before you go, just want to say thank you so much. Your videos have been an important part of my life for the past few years and have helped me through tough times. Love coming home to videos from you.
Thank you very much indeed. That's wicked. That's absolutely wicked.
We need
old
more
shout.
cowbell. Oh.
Honk, honk, honk.
Thanks. Jimmy Page Telecaster or LP sound.
Telecaster.
Where is your KFC bucket?
Upstairs. I don't have it. I'll have it on hand next time.
Are you a fan of scalloped fretboards?
Yes. But I don't have one anymore. But they are great.
Believe this or not, but I think we've done all the questions.
Good gravy. It's only took 3.5 hours.
That was the last question.
Right, on that front, let's do some soundscapey stuff and call it a day.
Oh, I like seeing Dave get all shy when he gets a compliment. Love this channel. Thank you for everything.
Thank you for watching. Pop that up.
Turn it up a little bit.
Oh well.
Can you say Phil Taylor?
What's that one?
Phil Taylor.
Phil Taylor. Yeah.
Can you wish Nanette good luck on her MCAT
Who?
test? Nanette, I
Nanette.
think. Good luck on her MCAT test.
Good luck on your test, Nanette.
I think
hope
it's
you will.
Nanette. I think that's
If that's
how-
not, then it's Joe to
I'm
blame.
sorry.
Have a look, quick.
Hang on.
One
There.
second, really.
Oh, hang on.
That Len thought I was going to get him.
Where is it? There. Is it Nanette?
Where are you looking?
There. Where my finger
Nanette,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. Good luck on your test.
And also, Alistair Pug loves your playing.
Thank you very much indeed. And on those notes, which were many, Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A. It's been a long one, but it's been ridiculously enjoyable. It's for like 5 minutes. It's been ridiculously. It's gone way too quick.
It's gone fast, hasn't it?
But yeah, really enjoyed it, everybody. Thank you very much indeed. And yeah.
Hopefully we'll do another one soon.
Yeah, we'll do another one soon. Yeah, I will see you again very soon for another video. Have a great morning, afternoon, and good evening, everybody out there in YouTube world. Thank you very much for watching. See you again. Goodbye now. Thank you very much.